Well, ladies and gents, it's been a very eventful day. I decided I was going to take a day off and just relax and chill, but WWE had to come in and just pretty much wreck that. Okay? Um, it it is unfortunate, but um, there have been superstars who were released from WWE. I'm going to play the video one more time so you guys can get a feel. That's my nephew in the background. So you guys can get a feel of who was released, and then I'll be right back. Okay? Here we go.
I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, 'cause it feels so great. Bye, see you good, come back, need it. I think about you, what can I do? I wanna know if you think of me too. Baby, come over, let me kiss you. How long is it? How long is it? Baby, tell me. Baby, tell me. How long is it? How long is it? Baby, tell me.
All right. Let's see who we got. Enrique's here. Anthony's here. Hey, miss you too. Hey. I'm really hurt about Ruby's release. I hope to see her back on TV soon. Another. Logan, leave the door alone. Leave it alone. Come here, because you're about to take a nap. Because I'm not. Hold on now. Come on. Hold on, children. I have a child in my home that's outside of the norm. So give me a second. No, I'm not going down there. Your daddy not here. Hold, please. I'm going to play the video one more time for those of you who are late and you don't know what we're talking about. We are talking about the WWE releases. I'm going to give some more people time to come in and y'all can see who was released so you can get reacquainted. Okay. So we know who is released. And we got some more people in. Janelle's here. Do you think they'll release Liv Morgan next? I don't know. At this point, you never know who they're going to release. I hope not, but I don't think they will be. They will, but I'm scared for Liv. To be honest with you, I thought they would have released Liv over Ruby Riott, but that's just me. I'm mad about all of them. Hello, Quan. How are you? Aaron Hanks is here. Hello. Bryson is here. Hello. I've never seen Bryson's name. So if you're new, hi. I was surprised for everyone except Santana. Yeah, she could have been gone, honestly. Joey Tillman is here. Hello. Savage, what's happening? Today is definitely shocking, beyond shocking. I just hope they push Liv and Naomi and not use them as jobbers. At this point, you'd be glad they're being used at all and not being cut, to be for real. Super scared for Liv. Hey, T2. Hey, T2. What's happening? Hello, Rikarsha. And AT2 said his heart hurts for most of them. These people have potential. So here's the thing, right? And a lot of people are very upset and they are spouting off a lot of trash lately. But just for the people in the back and who haven't been able to, get any acquaintance, and if you're watching this in the replay, the information goes as follows. Right now, currently, WWE has released 6 superstars. Most of them are well-known superstars, with the exception of Santana Garrett. So the names go Braun Strowman, Aleister Black, Ruby Riott, Lana, Buddy Murphy, and Santana Garrett. All of these superstars were rumored or were being played around with being released last night. I heard about it last night that there was rumblings that big names are going to get released this morning. Shout out to Janae, because Janae had her ear real close to the streets and she's the one who gave me the information. But until I got confirmation, I did not want to say anything. Now, these budget cuts is what they're referring to it as a budget cut. These budget cuts are very big budget cuts. Braun Strowman commands alone $1 million contract. His contract was being renegotiated, and this has been happening for quite some time under the hush hush. So this means that Strowman could have been released a while ago, but they were trying to keep him and keep going with him being there. As far as Aleister Black is concerned, he did not ask for his release. Aleister asked to go back to NXT, and that was denied. He then was, shelved. And then they started this Father Black scenario, which we didn't even get a chance to see that. And that is where it kind of took a life of its own. I'm sorry, there's children in here and I have to close my door. Anyway, that is where it kind of took a life of its own, and it was starting to finally come to fruition. We just saw Big E take a black mask to the face the week before last, and then after that, Big E and Aleister were not seen on SmackDown that next week. And then today, we've been notified that Aleister Black is gone. So this whole time that they've been doing the vignettes and put all this time into building up his return, they then let him go. It just seems so odd to me. Now, Ruby Riott is one that I was extremely shocked by. She was well loved backstage. Bayley put out a tweet that said, Ruby, when people would get released, Ruby would send people flowers. She really organized stuff when it was people's birthdays. She was very integral at keeping the locker room as a family backstage. And with her gone, it's like a hole in the women's division back there. It is really, really, really disheartening that she was cut amongst other things. And we're going to get into who I think I should have been cut over Ruby Riott for sure. Lana, I feel very bad for, because Lana gets a lot of flack. Lana gets a lot of hate. But Lana worked damn hard to get herself to the point where she could compete in the ring with some of the best of them. She worked very hard, and she's going to make mistakes and errors, but Lana worked very hard to get herself to that point, and I'm just disappointed that she was a part of the cuts. Now her husband is out here running his mouth because he's a champion in AEW, but the reality is it wasn't too long ago where he was in her position. So if I was him, I'd be more concerned about consoling my wife than throwing digs and daggers at WWE. You feel what I'm saying? Last but not least, Santana Garrett is irrelevant for me. I didn't like the way she wrestled. I didn't really care for her as a character, and her being cut to me wouldn't have killed or taken away from the women's division because she wasn't used nor seen. As far as Buddy Murphy is concerned, Buddy Murphy is one of the most talented superstars on the roster. Character-wise, he's okay. He could have developed into something bigger and better, but wrestling-wise, he was damn near flawless, and he was superb in the ring, as was Aleister Black and Ruby Riott. Those three superstars alone were absolute money, and I can't believe that WWE would even consider letting them go, let alone let them go. Now, I don't know what the hell is going on in WWE or what they're trying to do, but it seems to me like they're trying to scale their shit back so small, but you've got a 3-hour show for Monday Night Raw, and I don't know what you're going to do with it. Without having superstars, you can't make the money. Now, a lot of people have a lot of things and a lot of theories going into this recent cut and what they plan on doing. And a lot of people's theory is that WWE is planning on selling the company. Here's why that doesn't make sense to me. When you sell, my first instinct when you're talking about selling is I wouldn't get rid of anything. I would sell it as is and just take it out, let it go out of my hands, right? Because you want the company to, first of all, you want to sell it at its best, and you want to sell it while it's got people that are working there that want to be there, and you want to sell it when it's making good profits, right? Now, everybody's talking about WWE making all these record profits. We all know that when it comes to business, big business like this, and if you don't know, I need you to listen. When it comes to big business, when you start downsizing, of course, you're going to start making record profits because the money that you are spending or were spending is no longer being spent. It is being rerouted into the company. So yes, it's going to appear as if WWE is making bank, but people forget the McMahon sold their stock, as did many executives in the company, as well as some investors. And you had the sale of the WWE network. That was integral into their record-breaking profits, as well as that massive cut that they did last year during the pandemic. That also aided in their profits. So don't make it seem like WWE is just making money hand over fist, because that's not the case. They're not selling tickets at live shows and house shows. They're not traveling. They're not selling tickets for pay-per-views. So they're not making money off of that. They are literally spending $1 million every week on SmackDown and Raw, and that's not including what they spend on NXT to keep NXT running. So everybody has to use their heads and stop being such a cabbage. You have to get your head out of your ass and really pay attention. When companies start to cut and downsize, it's gonna appear as if they're making record profits. That happens. But if companies are still continuing to cut people and still trimming down, they're scaling back for a reason. That is not always because they want to keep making record profits. If they were making record profits, they would continue to hoard talent the way that they've done for the last 15 years. Okay? Now that we've got that out the way, I don't think that they're going to sell WWE. If they do, more power to them. Whoever gets the company, I hope you do something better with it if that's the case. That's one of the rumors. The theory I had was WWE cannot justify a $10 million contract with Brock Lesnar with everybody that they have on the roster. And to me, it would stand to reason that Bobby Lashley would beat Drew McIntyre at Hell in a Cell and move on to go to probably Money in the Bank, beat somebody else, and then move into SummerSlam, which he would probably end up going up against Brock Lesnar. They would have to have the funds to allocate to Brock Lesnar in order to pay him. And as much as people, like I said, want to say that WWE is making a lot of money, that's not necessarily true. Okay? And what is another way for you to make big money, especially wanting to sell out SummerSlam, is you bring back the man that everybody says pulls in numbers and brings in money. That's my theory. Now, I'm going to put some of y'all comments up here because we got to go back up to some. And then I'm going to upload a response that I put on my Instagram because I really want that to be the focal point of this live, and then I'll start letting people in. Okie dokie. So let me go pull up some of these responses up here. All right. Morbid said he's surprised for everyone except Santana. Hello, Joey. All right. Some of the older ones. Literally, it hurt me so much that Lana was released today. What was the point? What was the point of having Aleister Black come back to TV if I don't know where they were going to release? Okay, so if you're saying if they were going to release him, I don't think they had that intention in the beginning, and I think that edict came down later. Can't believe that Lana got released. Wow, $1 million. Yes. I can't believe he was making that much. Yes, he was. Yes, sir. The women's tag team division is falling apart at this point. They need to really call up some women tag teams from NXT or get rid of the titles, even though I like Tamina and Natalya with their titles. I think Tamina and Natalya are going to be the last people to hold those tag team titles. I don't think they're going to call up anybody from NXT because right now, WWE main roster, it most definitely is one of the scariest places to be. Anybody could get cut at this point, and I wouldn't want to go up. So I can very much understand them wanting to stay in NXT. Braun is a one-time world champ. How is he making that much? That's how much he was making. At least that's what I read. And they were trying to renegotiate his contracts. I'm just lost that the creative and others wasn't on the same page, which is even more odd for me in Black's case. I'm not. That makes perfect sense to me because that also explains why a lot of people's storylines get stopped and started. So it makes sense. Like you'll see, like case in point, the situation with Liv. Liv was supposed to get a whole repackage. What was that? Liv was supposed to get a whole repackage, and because she kind of did and she kind of didn't. Who was that?
Okay.
She kind of did and she kind of didn't. Hold on, Jared. Hold on, y'all. Let me handle some bees names right quick, and I'll be right back. I shall return. All right.
I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, 'cause it feels so great. Bye, see you better come back. I think about you, what can I do? I wanna know if you think of me too. Baby, come over, let me kiss you. How don't need you, how don't need you, baby, tell me, how don't need you, how don't need you, baby, tell me. I just wanna go where you go tonight, baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, 'cause it feels so great. Bye, see you better come back. I think about you, what can I do? I wanna know if you think of me too. Baby, come over, let me kiss you. How don't need you, how don't need you, baby, tell me, how don't need you, how don't need you, baby, tell me. I just wanna go where you go tonight, baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, 'cause it tip. Baby, come over, let me kiss you. Yeah. How long is it? How long is it? Baby, tell me, baby, tell me. How long is it? How long is it? Baby, tell me, baby, tell me. I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time.
You can get hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I shall return just 1 second. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. It's hectic in this house today. Okay, so let me get back to y'all comments and then we'll get back to the conversation. Okay, after hearing about how the girls love Ruby and people love Ruby, I'm surprised. SmackDown only have 7 women. Lana really was improving. She was improving. She was making tremendous progress. It wasn't great, but she was making tremendous progress. And I can respect somebody who's doing everything they can and knuckling down and doing, and their progress was shown in the ring. So I was emotional just because I've seen Lana's IG stories of her traveling to Orlando on a weekly basis to the Heart Dungeon, working and training hard with TJ, Natty, and Naomi just to get released. Can you go to the bathroom? Nobody's in there. Okay. There are only 3 women's tag teams. I got emotional seeing pictures of the Riot Squad, knowing that Liv is the only member left in the WWE. So all that chronicle about her mental health, SS win, and being put through the table was for nothing. They really faked on caring on Lana as a WWE superstar. Okay, first of all, let's just make this clear. Y'all making this very personal. It is not personal. Okay? If it was personal, they would keep the people. Okay? This isn't personal. This is separate from personal and business. Now, I'm not saying that it's right, and I'm not justifying it. But y'all can't keep making it seem like that the company as a whole just lied to everybody, lied to her. I'm sure the intentions in the beginning was to keep those who've been cut, because if that was the case, they would have been cut with the others. Something is going on behind the scenes that we're not privy to that is causing all of this shit to just start being bubbling up to the surface with people being let go left and right. Something isn't right. So instead of thinking in terms of WWE just being complete garbage, like they're not, everybody in WWE is not garbage. I refuse to believe that everybody in the company is just like, they're expendable. I don't think that at all. If that was the case, the superstars wouldn't be advocating for certain people so hard. Buddy Murphy's another one that people advocate for all the time. They love Buddy Murphy in the locker room, but just because you're loved in the WWE and just because you got, let me put it this way, just because you get released doesn't mean you're not valuable. And just because you get released from WWE, it doesn't mean that that is the end all be all of your career. There are many other places for Ruby to perform. And I'm sure down the line, if things finally settle the fuck down and WWE gets back into their groove, they're going to need these people back. So they're going to have to pay for them. And if I were them, I would command top dollar or keep doing what I'm doing. Because when the world opens back up and people start buying tickets, they're going to want to see variety. They ain't going to want to just see Roman and Charlotte. You feel what I'm saying? So all I need y'all to do is just relax for a minute. Let me finish reading y'all comments. I hope Natty joins Natty. I hope Naomi joins Natty and Natalia and Tamina. Naomi is a part of Raw. Everyone still brings up Eva Marie when everyone got released. First of all, let me clear that shit up. Eva Marie got rehired before all of these releases were even coming down the pipeline. So she is not the cause for everyone's release. Stop saying that shit. It's a stupid soundbite. If she was the cause, then everybody that when she got hired, every one of these people that got released while she was being hired and after would be gone right now. They would have been gone right when she got hired. They would have let them go then. If she was the main reason. Come on. While I know Ruby is going to succeed wherever she goes, it just sucks that we will have to wait until September for her to complete her no compete clause to run out. That's a part of the game. So I'm not mad about that. Ruby's not going to have any ring rush. She's going to continue to train and keep herself up. So I'm not going to be sad about that because I feel like Ruby's still going to be viable. And not to mention with her being in WWE, having that push that she had and being there and having her name out there, she's going to be just fine. Ruby's not going to want or hurt for anything. She's going to command top dollar when she goes to these other shows, if she goes. And if she ends up anywhere else in like mainstream, if it goes to AEW, MLW, or NWA Power, more power to her because I'd watch her. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me get some more of these comments out, and then I'm going to start letting people in. $10 million for a bitch that will barely be there in a year. Brock can stay his ass at home with Sable and run circles. That was just my theory. I didn't say that was true. I was saying that was my theory. Okay. Also don't understand why they don't let people go down in NXT who don't do anything. Kona Reeves, Brendan Vink, Aria Davari, Aaliyah, Tony Nese. Because NXT is governed differently from the main roster. So when they don't let people go in NXT, that's why NXT's releases were earlier in the month, I believe, or at the end of last month. That's why NXT's releases were separate from the WWE's releases because they operate on a different level. It's like having a company within the company. You know what I mean? Like if you know about makeup, then you know Anastasia Beverly Hills is the main umbrella company. But the Norvina collection and stuff operates as a brand within the brand. So there's separate rules and separate things for them and how they compete. It sounds weird and strange, but I would imagine that kind of gives Triple H a bit more control. So he doesn't have to worry about having the hammer swipe down on him the way that Raw and SmackDown has the hammer swiped on them. Hello, Aaliyah. This song is my jam. Hi, Kenny. We were discussing the latest cuts and things. I low-key need a full version of this song. Hey, that's Janae. Janae makes the music for me for both of my YouTube pages. And I love her for that because I was getting copyright striked like crazy, and I just take her little snippets and let them loop. And I really like Janae's music. She doesn't like it, but I love her music. I think she's great. I hope they use Mia Yim, but I don't have I have a feeling she's next, but I could be wrong. That's really what I'm scared of. I would really like for Mia to get a chance to do her thing on SmackDown, but I been buying that release the spirit in the name of Jesus Lord. They need to stop it this year. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. I didn't expect to wake up today to see people release. No. I understand they're saving money, but they are getting ready to do a 25 city tour. What are they going to do if people get hurt? Don't trim the roster so thin that you don't have a quality production. And that was my issue. So thank you, Nicole McClendon, because I was just like, what the fuck? Like that didn't make any sense to me. You're doing live house shows, and you're doing the Raw and SmackDown shit too. So it's very, very interesting that you are going to do all of this. And how are you going to do it? How are you going to manage? Because you're going to have these superstars overworked, and they're going to be stressed the fuck out, and injuries are going to happen. And this is going to be your fault because it's either the people at the helm don't know what the fuck they're doing, or the people who do know what they're doing ain't saying nothing and just want to watch people fail so they can get their shit back. And this is just ridiculous. It's at the superstars' expense that you're doing all of this. It's foolish. At the bare minimum, you should have kept these guys, because at most, they could have just been running on the live house shows, which is what you were doing from the beginning before the pandemic hit. Okay? It's just trash. I'm listening to this as I get started on the cookie. So Kenny has a page. I'm going to get all of this stuff together when I start doing my lives regularly again on YouTube. And you guys, hold on a second. Jesus.
I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, cause it feels so great. Bye, see you better come back. Either I think about you, what can I do? I wanna know if you think of me too. Baby, come over, let me kiss you. How don't need you, how don't need you, baby, tell me, baby, tell me. How don't need you, how don't need you, baby, tell me, baby, tell me. I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be without you again. I want you to stay, cause it feels so great. Bye, see you better come back. Either I think about you, what can I do? I wanna know if you think of me too. Baby, come over, let me kiss you. How don't need you, how don't need you, baby, tell me, baby, tell me. How don't need you, how don't need you, baby, tell me, baby, tell me. I just wanna go where you go tonight. Baby, hold my hand, take me one more time. I don't wanna be.
All right, y'all. My house is pure chaos right now. Just absolute chaos. So Kenny has a cookie business, and you can sell cookies. So if you want cookies from her, you can just hit her up. I'll make sure that I have a different banner for that kind of stuff later on. But y'all can talk to her. She's right there. Aaliyah has a nail business too. So if you want press-ons, you can contact Aaliyah for that. But anyways, yes, it must be really bad for them to release people before this huge tour starts. Wow, the sarcasm is real. What's sad is Ruby never won a title when all they had to do was give her a shot. I agree. Miro should be caring and showing sympathy for Lana because she just lost her job, and throwing Jazz at WWE isn't going to help. I agree. I will say this, Zelina got released, but there's rumors that she's back. So if it does happen, maybe when the fans come back, Ruby and Lana and the other superstars could come back. I don't know. I'm hoping so. I'm scared for Keith Lee. I hope he's not next. Crime Scene Kitchen is pretty good. I'm scared for Keith and Mia. SmackDown's current roster, especially the women, really got thinner. Everyone kept saying fuck Vince and disrespecting him because of all the release. Big Head, Buddy Bynum. Hey, no, that was the sarcasm. I was being for real. It looked like sarcasm with that drunk emoji at the end of it. But if you say you was being for real, I ain't gonna hold you down. You said it, so I believe you. Okay. All right, y'all. So here's what I expect from all of us as fans. Instead of bashing WWE and falling into that rabbit hole of bullshit over and over and over again, here's what you need to do. Okay? The reality is, hi, please go downstairs with grandma. Go downstairs and drink. What's wrong? Go downstairs with your grandmother. Get. I'm watching you. Yes, I know you're watching me, child. I can see that. All right. Hello, Alexis. How are you?
Okay. Ready?
No. I'm in the middle of something, Kevin. So give me a minute. Take your brother downstairs, please. Your daddy's not up here, darling. Renee Young said something, Mark Henry and Miro. So here's the thing. I don't have an issue with everybody saying how they feel. What I have a problem with is disrespect. That's what I have a problem with. I doubt that Renee was disrespectful. I doubt that I don't know about Mark Henry because sometimes he be on some trash too. But the reality is I don't know what The reality is, I don't know what they said, and they're well within their right to say whatever they want to say. I'm not trying to tell them what they can and can't say. It just needs to be respectful to the superstars who literally lost their jobs. These releases stay doing SmackDown dirty. I'm still pissed about Ruby. Santana can kick rocks. Hey, Alexis. Hey. Santana can backflip her ass back to Impact. Oh, wow. That is a hot mess. Whoever thought Liv was going to be the only Riot Squad member left. It's heartbreaking, honestly. I feel like Ruby, I know Ruby deserved better than that. But here's the thing. When I was on Instagram today, I saw a lot of people going at, WWE, and they were really tearing them down. And here's the thing. You tearing down WWE and hollering and screaming at WWE does nothing. They're still going to continue to cut people when they feel like it. They're still going to continue to talk, do what they want to do. And it's not going to change anything. But I will tell you what will change. The fans have to start understanding we got more power than what they say we have. And if their whole goal is to continue to make money, then they're going to have to answer to us at some point. Okay? Now, I'm going to read what I said, and then I'm going to make sure I explained. Because some people don't really understand, and people read and see things, and context is key. So I'm going to say this. I'm going to get y'all comments in here, and then I'm going to read what I was talking about on Instagram earlier today. I didn't even know Santana was on Impact. Yes, Alexis was not having it. She was very upset, which I understand. And I'm okay with everybody venting. But here's what I want you to do from now on. Jackson should have been released. I believe Jackson Ryker should have been released a while ago. If he isn't released now, I expect him to be released within the next couple of months, if not the next couple of weeks. Because that's a contract that doesn't need to be there. I don't care for Santana Strumpet. She can go somewhere with her headband. I don't know why he wasn't released, honey. I really don't. And Jackson's stank ass is still there. He's still there. All right. Listen to me. WWE is just a company. I understand that these superstars will find other places to be able to perform. Support them if you can. Bashing WWE does nothing for the people you love, so don't even give it the energy. Support the wrestlers you love by following them, buying tickets to their shows, buying their merch. Right now, I'm sure all of their merch is getting ready to be pulled or to be put on sale. So go buy it. If you got the money, go buy it. That money goes in their pocket still. They still get paid by the sale of their merchandise. Buy a Cameo if they got Cameo. Watch their Twitch streams, their YouTubes, go to their Instagrams, whatever the case may be. Just support them. But don't feed into this bullshit. These are some of the most talented superstars I've seen in a while, and they will see that releasing them was a big mistake. So WWE can do what they got to do, but we as the fans, we got to do what we got to do. And all of that means is, I'm not saying WWE is absolved of their behavior, because they aren't. All I'm saying is, you have to do what you deem is best to support the people that you feel like were wronged. And if you don't want to support WWE anymore, I don't blame you. You're not obligated to watch the shows. And what makes a big difference is if we stop watching. Stop watching Instant. Stop watching Raw. Stop watching SmackDown. Stop going to YouTube and looking at the clips on YouTube. Stop doing that, because the more you continue to support, the more they'll continue to go the direction that they're going. They're not going to listen until it starts to affect their bottom line. Don't buy tickets if you don't want to support WWE to their shows. When ticket sales go down, and we're allowed to go out and do these kinds of things, when this shit starts to hit the fan network-wise, the networks will then perk up a pitch and, hey, wait a minute, something is happening. And that's how it has to be. We hold more power than y'all think. But we got to be smart about this. We have to be together. We have to all be on one accord. We cannot be at each other's throats, fighting over the fact that, they going to AEW. Let me tell y'all something about AEW. And I'm not shitting on AEW, but you got to realize that they in the same fucking boat. They are all in the same boat, okay? So let me tell y'all something about AEW. If AEW don't get that shit together with all of the signing they've been doing and all the superstars they got in their company, they're going to be cutting motherfuckers too. Very soon. And I don't want to hear nobody justifying their cuts. I don't want to hear nobody crying about how AEW had to do what they had to do to keep their doors open. I don't want to hear that, because they're a multi-million-dollar company too. Okay? And Chris Jericho and all of the Young Bucks, all the elite, everybody in there is making hella money. Okay? Because they get their checks every 2 weeks. I'm just saying. So don't make it so that everybody who get released that you love in WWE somehow got to make it over to AEW, because just like other people get pushed to the back in WWE when WWE signs new people, that same shit will happen in AEW. And if you don't believe me, then take a look at FTR. FTR was signed to WWE. They didn't like the fact they didn't have enough creative control over their characters and how they were seen. So they left, which I don't blame them for that. Do what's best for you. They went to AEW. What was happening in AEW? Their tag team division was supposed to be their flagship. That was supposed to be what was supposed to catapult them into the stratosphere. What did they do? They gave those belts to FTR and they put FTR on TV. Meanwhile, Jurassic Express, Party, Private Party, and anybody else that was a fucking tag team, the Best Friends, all of them got pushed to the back burner, including Pride and Powerful, who was a part of the Inner Circle. So it's not always send them to AEW. They'll shine there. You forget that AEW has superstars that are there that have worked their asses off to get that company to where it is. You forget that they will be the ones who bite the bullet because your precious WWE stars have now been let go from WWE and they want to go to AEW. You forget that there are other people who are going to be pushed down to the bottom to keep them on top. Miro is another example. Because I don't know about you, but I remember when AEW was starting out, Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy were the flagship. They were the attraction. Okay? Miro comes in and all of a sudden, all that's gone. He gets the belt. Now he's champion. All because he couldn't get what he wanted in WWE. But here's the thing, and mark my words. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on AEW or WWE because both of them have shitty business practices. Both of them operate unethically at times, and both of them do fucked up shit. The reality is WWE is not hiding what they are or what they have been. That shit is out in the open. You know what they are, and they have shown you many times who they are. AEW is a snake in the grass, and I mean that. But when they finally strike and them things come out, I don't want to hear nobody who listens to this live in the playback and currently, I don't want to hear nobody complaining. Nobody. Because that is what y'all have asked for. Y'all wanted a replacement, but you don't understand. In order for you to replace, you got to be just as ruthless. And this is what you're going to get. Because the cuts are coming with AEW too. 98 superstars on the roster. 4 or 5 TV shows rolling. And your flagship just got sent to the secondary network. And you think that they're going to be able to keep all of this shit afloat? You crazy. You crazy. Absolutely not. That's not happening. Let me get some of y'all questions in here. The way I stopped watching Raw, didn't AEW make cuts? They only made a few. Awesome Kong was already cut from the company. After her injury, she no longer was a coach, and she was cut. Then they had another cut with a woman named Shauna. I don't know anything about that, but they said she wasn't well liked backstage. It was Shanna or Shauna, and she got cut. So AEW is not always the solution. No, it's not always a solution. I'm not saying that Alistair can't go there. I'm not saying that Ruki can't go there. I'm not saying that at all. But don't you understand that if these guys go there, number one, they're going to want to be compensated either exactly how they were in WWE or more, which you can't blame them for that. And number two, they're going to want to be seen because they haven't been seen on the roster the way that they felt they should in WWE. That in turn takes away from them being from the other superstars who are in AEW who have not been seen. They're taking a slot from someone else. And that is the part that people just don't understand. Thank you, Alexis. Crime Scene Kitchen is really good. I'm glad I wasn't entertaining enough for you to be watching Crime Scene Kitchen. You know I won't be defending no All Elite letdown. Well, Dynamite episode before Double or Nothing dropped to 560K because of SmackDown. So what's the excuse now? I don't know about that. SmackDown came on at 8, ended at 10. Dynamite came on at 10 o'clock. They had plenty of time to do what they wanted to do. If their fans were that diehard and actually loved their show, why didn't that 1.3 million that watched it 4 weeks ago watch it before AEW's Double or Nothing? That they should have moved right along with the show. If they're so diehard and so loyal and everything is great, then why didn't you move with AEW that Saturday? I don't understand. They had a 10 p.m. slot on Friday. It wasn't a Saturday. It was a Friday night. So if the fans are that enthralled with AEW, where were you? You know the playoffs happen, and TNT has a contract with NBA. NBA is going to pull anywhere from 1 million to 2.5 million views, and that's at their lowest. Okay, they're going to pull those views regardless. So hell yeah, I bump your ass for the NBA too, because that's where I'm going to make my money. You, on the other hand, still have a lot to prove. What you're proving is that you can't hold the attention long enough to keep your fans engaged for 2 hours, no matter where you are. I'm not defending what I've seen. The crowd are going to rage watch. This is what I was saying. How the hell do you flop in the 10 slot on a Friday night? I don't know. These teams ain't it. Same way you lose viewers after a playoff game. She's right. I mean, it's just it just baffles me. I don't understand it. I really don't. But as I said, y'all can't dwell on it. We got to move forward, number one. And number two, we need to support the superstars who need our support the most. I don't think Braun Strowman need no support because he was talking mad shit a couple years ago when people got released. And now you on that chopping block, bruh. It must hurt. You feel me? As far as Santana Garrett is concerned, I mean, it's no disrespect to her losing her job, but the reality is she didn't really have much of a job to begin with. She wasn't seen on television. She wasn't doing anything. So for me, I'm not really pressed about it, if that makes sense. All right.
Hey, y'all.
Say if Peyton goes to AEW and win the championship for the other female, that wouldn't be fair because people like Red Velvet, Big Swole, and Britt. Well, I think big Britt Baker is currently champion. I don't think they're gonna do that. If they did, that'd be really fucked up.
Yeah.
They don't knock it till you watch the whole thing. I swear I'm listening. I'm not knocking Crime Scene Kitchen. It's just odd that everybody is having that conversation in the live. That's all. All those people will eventually
It's
land
really
on
good.
Of course. I don't see why they wouldn't land on their feet. The issue is not them landing on their feet. The issue is that they were released in the first place. There was no excuse to release Ruby. There just wasn't.
No,
I don't really get why she was released, and they don't really have an explanation for that. It's just she got released. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
sure.
From the way it looks like, I feel like for this batch of releases,
hopefully she'll do just fine though.
It seems like nobody in this batch were asking for the release, from what I've heard. With the exception of maybe Buddy. Buddy, I would understand, but he hasn't confirmed anything. But because I know Alistair said he hasn't confirmed, he didn't ask for his release. I feel like everyone in this batch was kind of blindsided.
Nobody asked for their release. That's a false rumor too. No one asked for their release. Alistair did not ask to be released. Earlier this year, well, last year actually during the pandemic, Alistair asked to be moved back to NXT. He didn't ask for a release. He wanted to stay. So that's different. None of the other superstars asked to be released either. Most of them were either being booked into some kind of storyline or like Buddy, they were sitting in the back waiting for that opportunity. But Alistair had a whole storyline going and had literally just re-debuted on SmackDown the week prior.
So did Ruby.
And it was Ruby had her
Ruby
last match.
Ruby was just on SmackDown last Friday.
Just had her last match last Friday. So it's not.
Nia
It doesn't
too.
make
She
sense.
was on Raw.
It doesn't make sense, and that's why I said this isn't the fact that Vince McMahon is a monster. It's more like not everybody is not aware of what's going on. They're not communicating.
Yeah,
because
this was
creative
definitely
wouldn't
not
have
a
put
Vince
them.
thing.
They wouldn't have put them on TV if they were going to let them go. Not that close to them being released. That doesn't make any sense.
My issue is there are people like it's kind of like what they did at WrestleMania. We saw the people who got released after WrestleMania at Mania in some shape or form, and I don't get it. I don't fucking understand why they're doing it. But what you said was earlier, like we talked about this earlier, Tiff. They are a month away from returning to live shows. They're going to start being back on the road again. And they're saying all these cuts are for budget reasons. I call bullshit on that because they can easily make back that money because people are dying to go to live shows. People are dying to buy merchandise there. And now you're going to take away people that like we've been dying to see for a fucking year and a half now.
Yeah.
And then people aren't going to show up. And it's just like they're this close to starting. And it's like, you're going to release Ruby Riott, who you fucked over so goddamn bad. Like, that's why both her shoulders went out from carrying in that women's division. I'm fighting for that.
Yeah, with Ruby makes me mad because when you look at Ruby's career, like, she only had 2 singles title opportunities, and that was against Charlotte and against Ronda. And Charlotte's was pretty decent, but Ronda's was complete squash.
Riott Squad should have been.
They had a rematch too,
and it was just as bad.
Yeah,
Riott Squad should have been the first team to have that tag title belt. You could have had a female team that you did the Freebird rule with, just like New Day. So one match you can have Sarah and Ruby, and the other match you can have Sarah and Liv, and there's other ways to do it. But you sat on them. You released Sarah, and then you don't do shit with Liv, and people are begging to see her again. And then when she does come back, you try this weird quasi-lesbian story triangle with her and Rusev. That didn't, or her and Lana, excuse me, that didn't work, like, at all. And then she flopped around for a while, and then they put her back with the Riott Squad, or back with Ruby, and it's like, where is the payoff for either one of these women? That's what I want to know.
There really wasn't, because the thing is, they built up the Riott Squad so hard this summer.
Yes, they did.
And then they never even really got a chance at the tag titles. Like every single match had,
they got screwed over their tag team titles.
Yeah, they never even had a title match for the titles. They always got like the
Clash of Champions. They didn't get that opportunity.
Yeah, they never got like you challenge for this. It was always like a number one contenders match. It was never for the actual title.
So their women's roster is completely depleted because think about you only have so think about it on Raw. Raw we have Nia, Shayna, Rhea. So I haven't watched the product in a while, so correct me if I'm wrong. Naomi. And we're probably not going to fucking see her anymore because the only reason we saw her was because she was on TV with Lana. Nikki
I'm sorry
Cross,
to say, but I think she may be the next one to go.
Naomi won't leave.
They're not cutting Naomi.
Really?
They want to keep the Usos happy.
So let me get this. Okay, that's true. You're actually right. I take that back. They definitely want to see the Usos happy. But let me ask you something. Now I'm just like I said, I'm upset because when I saw that was just stupid. But let me ask you something. And I'm thinking of 2022 Royal Rumble. How many people is actually going to be in this Royal Rumble if every 6 months they keep releasing people?
Because they got the NXT roster.
Their
They definitely got
SmackDown
the NXT
they
roster.
ain't gonna have women's women. The SmackDown women's division is
let
10
me say this.
Look,
superstars.
I
We
love
can't
NXT
really-
as next is the next person, but if I'm gonna pay money to see a main roster show like the fucking Royal Rumble, I want people on the actual main roster. No, that's no offense to
I know that it was. I'm just going to interject for a second, and I'm just going to say, while they are releasing people, and it's fucked up, by the time Royal Rumble comes around, I expect to see a lot of people either rehired or moved, or
Wow.
they can't. There's no way they're going to be able to do Royal Rumble and still make it worthwhile of watching with having 14 people on the roster. I don't care how many NXT superstars you put in there. They're not going to have a choice. By the end of the year, they're going to have to start hiring more people.
Yeah.
That's
So
why I
it's
said
just-
they mostly gonna rehire these superstars that they release. They gonna mostly
But
They better.
rehire them
I
'cause
will
they
s-
want
I
to
will
create
say
a
when it
brand.
Unless,
comes to-
but you guys are saying this, but how do you guys know that they're not going to be joining other different companies?
No
Well,
one
then
said that
Yeah,
they're not
okay.
going
What
to
does
be
that have to
joining
do with
other
anything?
companies. I said they're
No.
going to have to hire more people. It doesn't matter if they rehire Alistair or Ruby or not. They're going to have more people on the roster. And that's not even just for the pay-per-views. That's just to be able to keep up with the schedule of the live shows and the weekly episodic shows. This is going to kill the superstars that they have now to do these damn shows because they have to be present at the damn Raw and the SmackDown and those WWE live shows. That shit is not going to be easy, and it's going to
People
have
are-
a lot of fucking injuries if they don't get this together now.
Yeah.
Yep. People are going to get worn out. They're going to get torn up. They're going to get injured. And then what are they going to do when they're already running on almost a skeletal, almost, if not a skeleton roster? So, God forbid, what if Kofi goes out?
He's been down and out before.
Okay, but I'm just saying with like the roster it is right now.
Now he's gonna
If
blow out her knees again.
You know, like, I don't care about Nia. She can sit at home for all I care. but
my whole thing is, what are they gonna do with now? Okay, so my whole thing is, I'm shocked. Like I said, I'm shocked at everyone. But
hang on. Alexis was talking.
No, I was just trying to figure out all the women that's left on Raw and all the women that's left on SmackDown, and it's just like you're gonna have to put the extra workload on people. And I mean, Lacey Evans is out; she's pregnant. She ain't coming back anytime soon. Becky still has, because everyone I saw today, it's like, oh, Becky's gonna come back. Becky is not going to magically just reappear when you want her to. She is a mom. And whether she looks amazing. I wish I looked that good after giving birth. Her body is still healing. So she may not be back till next year.
she probably come back at SummerSlam.
Probably Royal Rumble.
Dude, if she came back at Royal Rumble, I'd freak out. I would
Nicole says she coming back around Money in the Bank SummerSlam.
Yeah.
That's what I said. SummerSlam. She's come back at SummerSlam.
But here's the thing. Everyone's going to be happy that Becky's back, whether she goes on SmackDown or she goes back to Raw. More than likely, she'll probably go to SmackDown because of Seth. But that same hurrah, because, you know, wrestling fans were horrible and we can never have anything good in our lives, they'll turn on her within a span of time, and you'll start seeing the comments. She's getting Ruby shot. Why didn't Ruby get this? Why didn't Lana get that's going to happen. I don't understand why they want, and then they need to just hang up those women tag title belts. There's no tag teams. The only the only team they really have anymore is Nia and Shayna, but the little koala dude is going to cause them to break up. And then, I hate you for that, by the way. I just want to let you know. I fucking hate you for that. Like, they're about to break up. Nia and Shayna don't need the tag title belts anymore. They need to start going after the main. Shayna needs to start feuding with Rhea. This is something that needs to happen, okay?
Yep.
Or she needs to feud with Asuka or something, and Nia can just sit at home. I don't care. But you know, But and then what's Alexa Bliss doing? She's sitting on these fucking little playgrounds looking like a pedophile's wet dream coming true. What the fuck is she doing?
She's still on recess. You got to give her time.
Well,
Not
she
in
need,
that
to hurry
session for her yet.
she need to hurry the fuck up and do something because I'm bored of her.
I think they
Oh my
got
goodness.
they got her with Shank. That's what I'm saying.
But
I'm bored with her.
I'm just glad that Braun is finally gonna know what it's like to be an indie person.
He's gonna get exposed so
Mhm.
fucking bad.
Because I remember that shit that he said when the pandemic first hit. The comment he left under Mustafa's post, like, if you can't afford this thing, then you should change your profession. Gonna be
Well,
real interesting to
like you
see.
gotta change yours, Playboy.
Yeah. and before y'all go off, Tiff used to be a real. Where are you, Tiff? Tiff,
Yeah, I'm
this
over
way
here. I'm over there.
Stop moving. Tiff used to be a really big Strowman fan until he came out and had to say that idiotic shit, and then she was like, "I'm done with him."
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
I don't get it. I mean, it's like he's gonna get exposed so bad because his last few matches, if you even want to call him that, homeboy, he needs to lose some more weight because, like, if you notice, he got kicked out of the ring and then he would stay there, and then the other two guys would wrestle. It was always like a four-way or three-way, or it was never one-on-one.
This is what I said. I'm like, all Braun is big, is tall, loud, and strong. That can only get you so far.
Well, that's what they wanted.
And why
I
is
thought
Michael
that-
Cole still there? They could have got rid of his
So
ass.
far,
Who?
it's been
You know,
plenty tall,
Michael
big,
Cole.
strong champions.
Michael
Well,
Cole
yeah,
has
they
You
his
should-
want to
place.
get rid of Michael Cole? What is your
Get
problem
rid of
with Michael
Corey.
Cole?
Michael
I don't
Cole's
like
been
Michael Cole.
No, I
Michael
like
Cole's
Corey.
been in that company for
Of course
25
you would
years,
like
and he's
Corey.
done awesome.
I love Corey. Corey Graves.
Okay,
is the
let's
man.
see. Okay, no,
So
fuck
what's
Corey
the
Graves.
issue with Michael Cole? I don't understand.
I think he oversells his introductions
And
when it
Corey
comes to
doesn't?
superstars.
And Corey doesn't
Corey's-
sound like
but
he's a
Cor-
panty sniffer to half the women back there in the locker room.
Mm.
Corey's
Let him
just
finish
funny to
his
me.
sentence.
I find
Corey
Corey's
is
funny to me. I find Corey very hilarious.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well,
No.
like I
Come on,
said, so.
right for my son.
No,
I don't
Michael
think
Cole.
Corey. I don't think Michael Cole should be fired.
Stuck it under
I
the-
like the new guy that they hired for Raw. Actually, he does very good. He fits in and he sounds nice.
The
He's
only
much better than the
excuse
snitch.
for Michael Cole being
Because
like that
I
is
didn't
if he
like the
retires.
snitch.
Who was the snitch?
That new dude from ESPN that was doing MLB before he got there, and then he was sitting at the table with Corey and Byron. He sucked.
Oh, the one that took my man's job? Fuck him.
Yeah, him.
Fuck
But
that
this new
dude.
one, I like the new one. It'd be dead
No,
solid.
the
You
new
put his
guy is
finger
from
in it.
UFC.
Yeah.
He's
So
okay.
He gets straight to the action. He don't get no fuck.
I have a lot of respect for Michael Cole. He can be goofy as hell when we don't want to talk about that heel run that he had for a while. 'Cause, oh my God.
No.
But Michael Cole, it's so funny to watch him when you see like old school WWE pay-per-views because he's like in his mid-20s. He's got the blonde frosted tips with that 90s haircut like we knew everybody,
With his
like one
fucking
guy
puffy
had him.
ass shirts.
And
With his
he's
chest out.
he's done some dumb shit. He has paid his dues. The one thing I will give Michael Cole respect for, he can actually, if he ever leaves WWE, he can actually become a real journalist. There was one time when they went to one of their shows when they went into the Middle East, the planes the helicopters that they were flying in, sorry, it's been a long week, came under attack. And Michael Cole actually, when they touched down, he did like a real fucking like interview, like played like an actual like news report. And I think he won an award for that or something like that.
Bring back the coach.
So, yeah. And another thing I have for Michael Cole is
You be
the
saying
night.
shit to be saying it. I just don't believe you. I just
No,
don't.
here's the real thing that I have respect for Michael Cole for. The night Jerry Lawler actually had his heart attack live on TV, he broke, like everyone was breaking character because no one knew what the hell was going on. Cole sat there by himself and did commentary and play-by-play while freaking out that his best friend could be dying right now. And he did it with a straight face and he didn't want to get replaced. He wanted to keep going. So I have a lot of
Put Booker
respect
T
for
and
that
JBL
man.
behind it.
You need to be quiet.
What?
Is JR still on AEW?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Turn that fan off, please.
Barbecue blood. He got the nerve.
So let me get this straight. So they build this whole thing up with Aleister Black and have him come kick the crap out of Big E, and now a week later they fire Homeboy. That has to be the stupidest thing anyone. I'm trying to figure out who made that decision right there.
They
Seriously,
put Billy
who
Gunn
really
on
made
her
that
and
decision?
let it go.
Alistair was supposed to debut literally this week. Like him and Big E feud was supposed to like this Friday.
Wow.
What?
So they basically
Yeah, I
got nothing for
didn't catch
Big
none of that
E.
either.
No. So now we
No,
may not see Big E for a while.
they do got
Twitter
some.
thing.
No, they do got something for Big E.
What?
Is he going after Roman?
Nah,
I don't know.
they wouldn't push that button yet.
No.
Well, who else does Roman have to go after on SmackDown?
Right now, it's his greatest cousin. That shit got to be rectified first.
It's the other cousin.
Once they get that together, then they'll figure out something
God.
else.
What
The
is
other cousin.
Somebody is fuzzy.
Wait,
Not
what
me.
other cousin?
Jimmy and Jay, it's Jimmy.
Oh,
No, wait, he's right. Somebody is cutting in and out.
can y'all hear me good?
We can hear you.
Yeah,
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is it me?
I don't know, but somebody's coming in with static.
It was Quan.
Okay.
Shameful. Get yourself together.
I just don't
Yeah.
understand. They
Hey,
why
listen.
could they
You go ahead.
no, why couldn't they fire Kevin Dunn and fucking goddamn John Laurinaitis? They get paid more than they should be. They get
You
a
know they're
Wait,
not
paycheck.
going to fire Lauren.
Laurinaitis is still there? I thought he retired.
Yeah.
They
No,
brought him back.
Laurinaitis is still
They just
there.
brought him back. He retired, but they brought him back.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm trying to find the thing
What?
that Alistair had posted on Twitter, and he was talking about how his feud with Big E was supposed to start like with this Friday. That way
I know, like,
that's not it.
all I know is when their 90-day clause runs up and they start talking, I'm gonna be excited for that. I want to hear everything, especially Lana. I want to hear her talk.
Chelsea got some juicy stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Hey, here's you know what WWE needs to do, and I think this will be the best bet because they did this years ago. They need to cut the brand extension and just have one show like they used to do.
Here you go saying silly shit. Jeez.
They gonna do it. I mean, they got to now.
They got to at this point.
Thank you. Exactly. We're talking about saying silly shit. Thank you. They need to do
Because
it.
that is
It makes no sense. Why would
It
they?
does
Okay,
make
really?
sense to have two
WWE is
champions
silly.
and have the. Hold on a second. While you do make sense because now the roster is depleted, it did make sense when they did it. They had a big enough roster to run two shows separately. You can't have the shows running separately now. Honestly, it makes sense, but they're not going to do it. Fox is not going to share anything with
There's
USA
no
Network.
way. There's no
Not gonna
fucking
do it.
way.
So
Fox,
even
no.
though it makes sense, they have to please two networks. Fox is not going to have Roman as a champion one night for 2 hours on their show and 3 hours on Raw.
Fox has sunk too much money into SmackDown. They've put in too much for PR, for sets, for the cameras that camera and the entrance alone, they've sunk so much money into. There's no way they're fucking sharing.
Name every tag team on SmackDown.
Name every tag team on SmackDown?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
You got I don't like your tone, watch it. There's the Dirty Dogs, there's Street Profits, there's Mysterio and his son.
3.
And then Alpha Academy, if you want to count that bullshit.
Yeah, that's a team.
4.
I'll count that.
Well, you don't have to.
You count it because it's a fucking team. Let her keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
I haven't watched the product in a while because I've been on a break.
The Usos would be number 5.
Yeah,
Usos.
there's only 5 tag teams.
So they got 5 tag
SmackDown.
teams on a 2-hour
What's your
show.
point? What are you getting
Okay,
at?
cool. I'm getting that. I'm gonna. Okay, good. Don, can you name every tag team on Raw?
On Raw, you have, let's see, you got Maggot Mouth and AJ Styles. You have, who else is there? The Musty Raiders just came back. I forgot that name.
The
Jesus.
Viking Raiders.
I
Yeah,
forgot
them.
about them.
The New Day. You gotta put that
Oh
picture
my
up.
God.
Yeah, that's wrong. You got the New Day, and I think that's it.
Okay. So
Jackson Riker and Elias, does
They
that
broke
count?
No, they broke up.
Oh, that's
I heard they broke up.
this week.
Oh.
Yeah, they broke up. I heard.
That's
So that's so in all of WWE we have 6 tag teams. So that means we're going to see
6.
the same
I don't think you can count.
Okay.
same
Lucha-
same matches.
I'm counting 8. I don't know about 6.
Wait, you said
Lucha
Lucha House Party?
It's party.
Oh, then that's 9. No.
How you got 8?
Yeah.
It's 5 on SmackDown, and it's at least 4. It's the New Day,
I
Lucha
forgot about
House
Lucha
Party.
So that's 9.
New Day, Lucha House Party, Omos and AJ Styles, the Viking Raiders.
Oh wait,
That's
no.
9.
No. There's 10. You forgot RK Bro, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so
that
it's
don't-
10 tag teams. Now, what are you trying to tell us?
One.
That's it. Okay. So we got I'm gonna point. So we got 10 tags. So we got 10 tag teams. So basically for the next 7 months, 8 months, leading up to maybe like WrestleMania, we're gonna see the same matches over and over again.
Is that what
We
you
Same
already
tag
are
team.
seeing the same damn matches over and over
Is that what
again.
we was getting at?
Right. So what? Okay. So what's the?
Go ahead, Derek. What was you saying?
The solution is, and like I said, it was a silly one from before. We end the brand switch. That's one. I know you said okay, it's silly, but my whole thing is, wasn't Fox? Now this was a rumor. It could be true, but didn't Fox say that they were trying to in the fall get rid of SmackDown?
No.
No.
That wasn't a rumor.
No.
No.
Oh,
Tell
okay.
me what
Okay.
show
Maybe I,
on Fox brings in 2 million views on average on a
hey man,
Friday.
AEW got wrestlers. WWE don't got nobody. So just saying.
On a Friday.
Wait, what do you say?
Okay,
Wait, what?
a minute. Okay, wait.
I said
Wait,
AEW has wrestlers. WWE does it.
Just
But
wait.
did they
Just
use
wait.
them all?
Just wait. Just wait. Just wait.
Okay,
Just
go
wait.
ahead.
We was having a conversation, and I ain't trying to get sidetracked because I can't see the comments right now.
All right,
I'll
because I didn't even
address that
mention
in a
AEW. Just saying.
First of all, we're I know that what you're saying makes sense to get rid of the brand split. I agree. But it's not going to happen because they have to please 2 networks. Furthermore, Fox gets 2 million views on average, 1 million if it's a bad night, from SmackDown on a Friday. Fox ain't never had them kind of views on a Friday with any fucking show they've had. Okay? So no, the rumors about Fox wanting to be moving SmackDown are false. Because the numbers don't lie, bro. And if that was the case, Fox would have ended SmackDown a long fucking time ago. They've had shows. Matter of fact, I put it this way. Fox just had 2 shows, let alone within the last year and a half. One of them was called, what was it? Deputy. Mm-hmm. The other one was Prodigal Son. They just ended Prodigal Son, and Prodigal Son had decent views on it due to the fact that it was being streamed on Hulu. Deputy also had decent views on it, and they cut them. They cut Deputy in the middle of its season.
Have you ever heard a show called Sons of Tucson?
Oh God. One episode.
No.
It got canceled before the show even got off the ground.
Yeah, that was messed up. That was messed up.
It's not an idea of, well, they trying to cancel SmackDown. If Fox wanted to cancel SmackDown, It'd be canceled. There would be no question as to when or how. It just be gone. Because that's how they operate. So that part is just not true. Now, in regards to what you just said, you brought up AEW. The people in the comments brought up AEW, but since it was brought up, let's talk about it. AEW has an expanded, bloated ass roster, and I'm gonna assume that within the next couple of months, they're gonna probably acquire some of these people who were released. Fine, you do that, but you also
It
have
wouldn't
to
be smart
remember
for them to do that, though.
what you got 5 shows that you're running. 2 of them have people that are not signed to your company running in and out, rotating in and out. The other one has your flagship. Then you're supposed to be introducing AEW Rampage. Now you're talking about trying to run all of these shows. Meanwhile, keeping all of these superstars paid. You got 98 people who are elite. Everybody else comes in on a need-to-know basis, on a day-by-day basis. So yeah, they got people. But just like WWE gonna have to cut people, AEW is gonna have to do the same thing very soon. Because you're not gonna be able to maintain all of this shit. You just can't.
No. And you hardly see half the fucking roster now as it is. I mean,
Exactly.
98 people does not sound like a whole lot, but then you got to think about the producers, all the people in the back. Who are the people that we see the most? We see Jericho, we see Omega, we see the Young Bucks, we see Cody. We have seen Cody more than we have half the guys in the back. Their tag division is stagnant right now because the Young Bucks are champions. And what Tiff said about FTR, the only reason FTR got those belts is for some stupid feud that started years ago on being the elite. That's why they got the fucking tag belts to begin with, so the Young Bucks could beat them. So they are shooting themselves in their own feet. There's no reason why Lucha Brothers should not have been tag champs by now. There's no reason that Pride and Powerful shouldn't have had the tag champs right now. There's no
100%.
reason that fucking Best Friends with Orange Cassidy, Freebird rule, right fucking there. There's no reason why these people. There's no reason why Kenny Omega, and I love Adam Page to death. He's the only member of the elite that does not piss me off. There is no fucking reason why the longest running tag champs in that company was not even a fucking tag team.
Damn, we going back to that again? Oh man. Oh god.
Well, no fucking reason. You're the one who brought this up.
We're going back to that again. All right. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. You're right.
Like you
I
can't.
put my foot.
I'm
I'm being. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm just being said. I was saying. Yeah, I did do that, but okay.
No, because you're not.
I didn't say nothing. I'm quiet. I'm gonna let y'all talk. I'm good.
No, you can talk. So this is the problem. No one's saying you can't talk. But just because I agreed with what you said, but there's a problem with what you're saying. You're coming from a place of bias. You're not looking at it from the outside looking in. You're looking at it like, well, I watched AEW and AEW's fire for me. And here go WWE still fucking up, still ain't got it together. It's like your whole goal is to be like, okay, I know I was right for not watching this shit in the first place. And they just keep proving me right. They just keep proving me right. Other people do like WWE and do care for it. That is their thing. You feel me? So you're going to have pushback. You're going to have people who are going to come up against you and be like, look, I don't like that. I don't like the way you say that. You shouldn't be so condescending, because that is how it comes across. Now, he done left. It doesn't matter. I'm going to finish saying what I got to say. You can't be like that. You have to be open to hear what other people are saying. No one's saying that no one can talk. Because I don't have an issue with having the conversation, but you have to have the conversation when being unbiased. I am not biased when it comes to WWE. I don't like the shit. I don't like what they did. I don't like how they did it. And I don't like the people that they released. But I also have an understanding of what's going on here. Something is happening backstage that we are not privy to. And it's trickling down to the superstars, but nobody's explaining anything. Nobody's saying anything. And we're sitting here like fans, and all we get are pieces and scraps of it. And by the time it gets to us, it's watered down, it's changed, and the information ain't even where it's supposed to be. So we have no fucking idea of what's going on. It's too much. All we trying to do is watch the damn show. We can't even get that because they taking people away from this shit. All that I ask is when y'all watch the show, if you can't take this shit so seriously. Because at the end of the day, it's just gonna keep getting worse and worse and worse and piling up on us and piling up on us. If you love AEW, that's fine. I don't want AEW to go down. I don't want them to end because that means that all of those guys that are over there working are gonna lose their jobs. At the end of the day, that's the point. They're gonna be down and out. And some of those indie guys over there ain't gonna find a job nowhere because we already know that other companies ain't gonna hire them, and AEW done took them in, done built them up, then gave them a platform to perform. So I ain't never shit on AEW because of that. I shit on AEW because motherfuckers keep coming at my neck because I call it out as I see it. If you doing dirty fuck boy shit, then that's what the fuck I'm gonna tell you. I don't have no problem with telling the truth. The energy is the same on both sides. I am not biased. And that's all.
And she has.
Preach it.
Who's watching TV?
Is that a horror movie?
Yeah, sorry, I was watching Conjuring. Sorry.
Oh, don't bring that demon over here now.
Okay.
No, I'm watching. I'm
Goes over
going to see
there.
part 3 Sunday, so I'm just trying to, catch up.
You can see part 3 out of this live. Don't bring demons up in my house now.
Bro, relax.
Oh my God.
Relax.
Chill. Unless you did something to bring demons into your house, they're
Oh
not showing up in your house.
But see, now it makes me think, like Tiff has said earlier, that the women's tag team championships are going to retire, which fucking sucks that Natty and Tamina.
They're gonna be the last ones to hold
They had
them.
to retire it.
Because the last team that will probably have it, because we're gonna have Dana and Mandy shoved down our throats even more now.
Yeah, there's only 2
And
tag
it's
teams.
just-
Platinum Fitness.
Is that their name?
I think it's
Something like
That's
that.
what Rico called.
like Blondes or something like that, Pretty Blondes or something like that, or
They are called
Glamorous or
They're-
something.
Sexy Muscle Friends.
Sassy Muscle
That's the
Friends?
name.
Oh, okay.
Please say it.
Don't Google that shit because you're gonna see some weird
Sexy
shit
Muscle
show up.
Friends.
That's what they call themselves.
Okay,
that's
well-
what
I thought they were called Flex Appeal because like sex appeal, but then I was like, I don't know if that's right. But then I was like, that'll be weird.
So
But
where does
the
where does
way that-
WWE go from here?
We don't know.
There's really nowhere to
I
tell because
And also from earlier, it makes me think like these people were wrestling 1-2 times a week. And if they go back on the road, they're going to be wrestling 3-4 times a week again and going
Hey,
places.
Teresa.
These injuries are going to eventually stack up on everyone. And, well, maybe not everybody.
They're gonna
but
call
a
the
lot of
Undertaker to
people,
come
and
back.
they're going to get injured.
Oh, God.
Like hell. Please do not. But
This Saudi
don't-
show
don't-
Undertaker versus
don't
Shawn Michaels.
manifest.
Get the fuck out.
No,
of here.
don't manifest that shit. Do not manifest. I don't have my sage. Do not manifest that shit right now, man.
See,
That's what
see, I'm not saying
they're
Oh,
going to
man.
get injured like hell, and they're going to have absolutely no one to fulfill Raw, SmackDown, and the live shows at all.
Well, think about with the amount of people that they currently have on the roster, would you actually pay money to see them? Because when they do the house shows, they don't really have like the big name people there. I think a friend of mine went like 2 years ago, and they kept showing like AJ Styles, Charlotte Flair, like all like the big name people that were going to be there, but they never showed up.
Right.
So it's like, would you even outside of a Raw or SmackDown, would you even pay to go to a live show?
No.
Where it could just be
No.
nothing but squat smashes.
I know who the next guy is who's gonna get a title shot. I just figured it out.
Who?
Morrison.
Well, that's not
I'm
surprising.
out.
For Bobby Lashley, I mean,
I
I wouldn't be
wouldn't see him
shocked
taking off
at this
Bobby, but
point.
I see him
But
getting that
he's not
pretty
gonna
soon.
he's not gonna win.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah, I know, but he's gonna get the
opportunity
next title
probably.
shot. He's good. He's definitely getting that next title shot, probably around SummerSlam.
They need to break him away from the Miz then.
I
They
mean,
already
it's
started
only
that right
'cause
before the
is
Miz got
injured.
injured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's because Miz is hurt
WrestleMania
right now.
Backlash.
So,
Mhm.
right.
They're gonna give Lucha House Party the tag team. They're gonna give
they
them the
ain't
belts
doing that.
because
They not
they're
doing
gonna
that.
No, give him the
because
Viking
someone's gonna
Raiders.
distract
Give him the Viking Raiders.
what's that guy that what's the dude name? What's also the
Mega
O?
Mouse?
Yeah, that guy. There's
my
somebody
God.
gonna distract him, and AJ's gonna get rolled up, and Lucha House Party gonna get the belts.
I don't think so. Lucha House
They'll
Party.
give it
Roman's
to
not
they'll
winning.
give it to RK
Roman's
Bro
gonna.
or
Yeah, I'm
RK
thinking.
Bro
I'm thinking that,
or
but they may say that for SummerSlam. That makes sense. And Roman's not gonna lose the title for the next 3 years, probably.
Jesus.
No, they're probably gonna give Roman because I think they want to break Brock's streak or like his record of like 500 something days.
Not y'all taking him
like,
seriously about him saying 3 years.
I mean, that's what it seems like they're trying to do.
But you listen. Who said it? D said it. Tripping.
They
I
on
guess we gotta
drugs
bring back.
then.
They gotta bring back Daniel Bryan.
No, Daniel Bryan's served his time.
Daniel
He needs to
Bryan
stay
is-
home.
But I don't think Lucha House Party is gonna get the tag belts.
I'm gonna just say this: if they even bring back lobster-headed Lego Man, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Brock, honestly,
If they bring him back,
I'll be fine.
They are gonna bring him back
I
for
would not be
SummerSlam.
fine with that.
his ass needs to still stay in that cave where he's living at right now, eating raw meat.
Somebody that can actually do something besides Bobby.
So
They said they're
But,
gonna
like,
ask
here's-
Hulk Hogan to come back and host SummerSlam.
Who? Please be quiet.
Who?
Just shut your mouth. Shut your
Whose
mouth.
mic is
Shush.
like that? Because it is
Child,
not.
shush.
Tiffany, cut his
Shush.
mic.
Shush.
Oh,
Shush.
God.
So did you guys see the unedited clip of that though?
Of what?
So Botchamania had it, and then for some reason, I don't know if they're getting hit by YouTube again or not, but they had clips of like people being at WrestleMania. And when Titus came out, you know, he's a hometown boy. Titus, I give Titus a lot of crap about being a wrestler, but he's a really good person.
Yeah, God
He's
bless
a good-
him. He does a lot for the community.
He's freaking. I love the fact that he paid for an entire Boys and Girls Club with his own money to go see a private screening of Black Panther when it first came out. So I got a lot of respect for him. But when Terry came out, all of Raymond James was booing him. All those cheers were piped in and edited in by the WWE.
I didn't even hear a single cheer. I heard silence when Hulk.
Like when the Bellas came out, people were booing them. I knew someone who was down there.
But we heard
I
that,
knew somebody
They
who
had to pipe it in.
they piped in all the cheers because I asked a friend of mine who was down there because he was able to. A friend of his was supposed to go but couldn't go at the last minute, so he got his tickets. And I'm like, you bastard! If I could only travel. And they said when the Bellas came out, not a single person in his section were cheering for him.
So nobody
Like,
cares
there's-
to see them.
Why would they?
There was this little girl and like the row in front of him, and she got so mad because she thought Becky was coming back. And she was like 7, 8 years old, and I was like, "Oh,
Poor kid. She got
like
played.
no, poor like baby, no, shit."
They're gonna have James Ellsworth come win the cruiserweight title.
If that motherfucker
Be
comes
quiet.
back, I
Be
swear to
quiet.
fucking God, cut his mic.
No,
No,
I think it's Derek out. I don't know.
Don't bring
I don't know who
that.
it
Y'all
is.
know what? Let's
Stop.
scare D. Kenny Omega's gonna
Okay.
lose all his titles. Ooh, scary.
the Young Bucks are getting Chris Jericho's hairline. Woo!
Chris Jericho get in shape. Ooh, scary.
That'd be a miracle. No, you know what the
Cheers, I
fucked
did my
up thing is?
What?
They're gonna move everybody from NXT over to the main roster.
You know
I
what
had to
sucks?
compare, Mike.
I have photos of Jericho from 2017 when Fozzy came on tour and he rolled through where I live at. And I got really close up to him because Jericho used to be like my top 5 like hot wrestling guys. And he was still in shape. He had the short hair. It's when, you know, the glow in the dark jacket thing. And I was like, okay, cool. Like little Alexis is like finally getting to meet like one of her, you know, crushes in real life. Dude, when I saw him show up at AEW, I messaged Tiff. I'm like, what the fuck happened to Jericho? It looks like this version of him ain't the one from 2017. It was so bad. Like his titties are bigger than mine. That's the thing.
That's a big body beauty.
Wow. Jesus.
Big body Buick, baby. Please don't crash.
They're gonna have Eva Marie win the Raw Women's Best.
Be quiet. No.
You know what's so crazy?
No. Here's the thing. I don't
won the belt. That's so
I don't want to hear anybody giving Eva Marie any slack when she shows up, because if she shows up and she is not improved from the bullshit that she pulled before after they just let go of half their women's division, but kept her, I don't want anyone to. You gotta give her no, bitch. From on site, you better be impressive. Or I'm gonna ride your ass for the rest of the time you're with WWE.
Yeah, with all those vignettes in the ring, you better be impressive.
Damn right.
Yeah, I have
wasting my time.
Exactly.
My life. I have 15.
We
I got
lost.
a life to live.
We lost Mickie James. We lost Lana. We lost Ruby Riott. We lost so many good female talent, but they kept your stupid ass. Your herpes red, stupid motherfucking ass does that shit again that you were doing before. On site. I will fight you on fucking site. Don't doubt that.
Stephanie McMahon's gonna come back and announce another women's revolution.
If you don't be quiet,
Cody's gonna step down from his top spot. Ooh, scary.
Kenny Omega is gonna be exposed for being overrated.
Brandy and Cody's baby is the second coming of Jesus.
Oh, you know she had the baby. Oh no, she had Brandy.
I gotta give him that
Cody.
one. Wait, that was funny. I give you that one. That was funny.
They had it.
No, she had the baby yesterday.
Oh, that's so
She did?
nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, she had the baby.
Good.
All right,
Congratulations,
Brandy.
Brandy.
Racism, y'all. They about to go fix it.
Wasn't she just at the pay-per-view? I swear she was at the pay-per-view literally last night. Or like
They just showed it was just like a video of her. But Moxley's on his way out too. He's about to take some time off too.
Renee's about to go. Yeah, she's either due at later on this month or next month.
Yeah, Renee's about to get married too.
They gonna give all these stars that they promised a chance. Ooh, scary. Ooh, Jesus.
They're gonna have
AEW will actually use
Clash of Champions. It's gonna be Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio.
Derek, can you mute yourself because your mic is just off?
No, it's okay.
You know
His
what?
next
I hope
champion
Kenny
gonna be
Omega lives with Tyler to Sunny Kiss.
they next
see
world
that.
champion gonna be Tully Blanchard. Tully gonna hold all the gold.
Tessa Blanchard.
Yo, I can't. That was funny.
Tessa's taking the title from Britt Baker.
They gonna be the top champion.
God. Oh, that's funny. Oh man, that's
How long AEW been on the air?
3 years.
I think almost 2 years or up to be 2 years.
2 years and a half, I guess.
2 years anniversary.
2.5 years, and Britt Baker just got a championship. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Big Swole didn't get a championship yet.
Who?
Yeah.
Well, you know who?
Big Swole.
Well, Big Swole was supposed to get a title shot, and then something happened. I don't know if she got injured. So that's why they pushed Britt up there. But like honestly, I mean, a lot of these, I love. Yo,
they're gonna bring they're bringing John Cena back.
This is my problem with AEW. This is one of my biggest problems with AEW is the favoritism and the nepotism. Like, you know, the women's division is shambles because when they came out, they said that their tag division and their women's division were going to be the crown jewels of their company. The tag division alone could have easily came for WWE, but they didn't do that. They did not do that. They have some of the best indie talent on that roster. I'm never going to knock them for that. They have some of the best young indie talent, and they've had talent that's been there, or has been wrestling forever. You got guys like Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian, people who have been in the ring, who know how to, run a backstage locker room. But it just seems like there's absolute chaos back there. Like, tell me yes or no. If Seth and then the egotism. Tell me, if Seth and Becky came out on SmackDown or Raw and did a gender reveal that took up like 20 minutes of the fucking show, people would be on their ass still to this day about it. But it's like Brandy and Cody do it, and everyone's praising them. Like, congratulations.
Because it didn't take 20 minutes. They literally came out for like, what, 2 minutes, and then like, hey, we're having a girl.
Okay, but what was the point?
No, okay.
What was the
I got a question. So that's okay, and you'd be okay with Becky and Seth doing it on their show.
I would definitely be okay with it. I like Seth Rollins. I like Becky Lynch.
You would be okay with that.
Yeah, but they didn't take up 20 minutes.
I genuinely don't believe you, but I'm gonna say okay. But I don't believe you. I think if somebody did that
I guess you know why. You know what it is. You know what it is. I guess it's because of the fact that I keep going back to the Attitude and the Ruthless Aggression era before this new stuff got whacked, stuff like that. So I kind of get it. I put my own foot in my mouth and basically created a heel and everything like that. So, and I got this girl, who is this? Teresa, whoever it is.
Her name's
Tirza. Come on.
Tirza.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
Tirza, and she's really about to. Well, hey, just being honest, she's really about to kind of like whip my ass because of the stuff I've been saying. But yeah. But Dominic is going to face Roman Reigns in a TLC match for the Universal Championship. So that's going to be a good one.
Look, I know that people get passionate about stuff, and I know that you saw her name. So let's just keep it G. And even if she go low and y'all on here battling, going back and forth, her name is Tirza. You know what her name is. You can see her name. Come on, man.
Okay.
Like
I ain't taking nothing serious. I'm laughing at everything, and she's kind of like, going off on me a little bit. So
I already made Tiffany mad the other day, so I'm gonna keep it low key.
Hiram, for once, I'm not trying to be mean, but the conversation's not about you. So relax. We honestly,
you better chill out.
Just relax.
Okay.
You better lay low.
Just relax.
Oh, Jesus, y'all getting heated.
Yeah, no.
Okay, you better be careful. Here's to keep a gun on the top.
I mean, the reality is, I understand that not everybody is happy with the product that we're seeing, and we're not happy about what is going on in terms of the show itself. But when we talk to each other, it don't have to be like this. It just don't. And Tirza is my friend. And I know that Tirza is passionate about what she's passionate about. And Derek, you're my friend. And I know that you're passionate about what you're passionate about. But y'all don't have to go at each other. And then instead of letting it go or moving past it, you go in it on. Like, don't do that. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna be in the middle of it. Y'all handle it how y'all want. Y'all two adults. There's no reason for us to be on the internet arguing or fucking complaining and fighting over wrestling. Because we could turn this shit off.
You're right. I apologize.
You know what? I gotta go. My husband's calling me. I hope he's not electrocuted himself again.
Jesus.
Girl, after the fucking week I had, this would just be the fucking cherry on top, okay? So, like, Please just don't let him die. I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
My girl.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know what the conversation was about because I had to talk to my brother while y'all was talking. But
he was in here saying silly shit.
I imagine it had something to do with AEW, which is a touchy point for a lot of people.
No, I wasn't.
No,
Actually,
he was
talking
making
about.
jokes.
I was making jokes about the next up and coming superstar. They're gonna take Jeff Hardy off a main event and put him back on Raw. He probably gonna take on Bobby Lashley too.
See it like that.
Okay.
Or Jinder
You know
Mahal.
what? I heard that they gonna make Santana Garrett the next champion after Britt Baker. I think that's cool.
You heard what?
I heard
They gonna make
Tesla's
Santana
gonna be the
Garrett the
next
next champion after
AEW
Britt Baker.
champion.
Hiram, he was talking, bro.
I'm sorry.
No, he was repeating what he said.
Santana gonna be the next champion after Britt. Yep, that's what I heard.
Y'all in here trolling, and it got heated because y'all was in here trolling.
No, it didn't get heated.
That's what it looked like.
It didn't get heated.
No, it was no. It was me. That was all on me. I'll take full responsibility for that one because we was in there making jokes and then I read a comment, so I took it the wrong way. I know you're right. I'm a grown person. We're all grown, and we should, not take everything so seriously. We're just going back and forth and talking. So
I'm pretty sure the conversation
Megan.
won't. I'm not trying to police nobody, but I just don't need it to get out of hand. I don't have a problem with you coming in here and talking, and Tears don't like when you come in because all you praise AEW and you shit on WWE. That's her issue with you.
Yeah,
which is fine. She was in her right to have her opinion, as are you. But I haven't stopped bringing you in the lives just because people disagree with you. People disagree with me all the time, and I still bring in a Don be on my ass. Okay, he disagrees with me often, but I don't tell him he can't come in my life because he don't agree with me.
Right.
So the only thing is, even in my disagreement with him and his disagreement with me, he doesn't disrespect me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I want you to do. You well within your right to have your opinion. You can say whatever you want, even when you joking. Tears might come back and say, "Look, don't." I pull up. You be like, "All right, fam, do what you want to do." Like it is what it is because it's just wrestling at the end of the day. And I'm not telling you what you can and can't say. But understand when you say stuff, it's going to have innate reaction. Everybody's going to react to what you say. And now we can hear what you're saying. So there's a difference. So she's going to receive it how she receives it, especially when you can't get her name right. She gonna be like, "Oh, you trying to come at me?" Like I don't want that. And even if y'all are not friends and y'all not cool, that's fine. But I don't want y'all to be in here about to go to blows over some fucking wrestling. Like, no.
No, never happened. It was like, like I said, I apologize. I went full Megan McCain right then. I should. So I apologize.
This Negro said Megan McCain.
Not Megan McCain.
Not Megan.
Who's Megan McCain?
Oh, please.
Hiram.
Not today.
Really?
Hiram.
Why?
Not today, sweetie.
You don't know who Megan McCain is either. I will slap dog shit out you.
What do you use Instagram for?
You don't know who Megan McCain is. You try to convince me you don't know who that is. You don't know who
Megan
you don't know
McCain,
who her
the
father
Republican?
is.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Say you don't know who John McCain is, so I can bust you in your face. Say you don't know who he is, so I can bitch slap you.
Like, bro, you don't watch The View?
I do know who John McCain is.
He don't watch nothing.
I don't watch The View. I don't watch The View.
Why can't I never say that?
Because you messing with me, Gerard. You messing with me. You hear me on here, and you messing with me.
What you doing now, though? You smiling, ain't
You messing with me.
You smiling, though, ain't
Leave me alone.
You smiling, though,
Leave
ain't
me
you?
alone, Jared.
You smiling.
Leave me alone,
I made
goddamn
my
it.
point.
Leave me alone.
What's that girl? She said, "Earth, let your God speak."
What? First of all, Coach, don't try again. Yes.
Hey, Sis Donna, did you give her some of this?
No.
She can have some.
Jesus.
Yeah, you're welcome, Brad.
One on.
Yeah. No, he ain't getting no Mountain Dew. Get.
I stole one last night.
Y'all can get him that cat full.
Did I give him what?
A cat full.
I'm not giving him a cap full of Mountain Dew. You sit up with him all night.
A cat full can make that boy go on 10.
Yes, it's got caffeine in it.
Look, can't nobody out party me.
You better go
I'll be
somewhere.
up to 5 o'clock in the morning. Don't go to sleep. Stay up. Let's go.
I'm sick of you.
Hop on this game real quick. Let me get your ass. Let's go.
Are we done yelling about wrestling? Are we finished?
Yeah.
It's me.
Let everybody get it out.
Now I know who.
Vince McMahon's gonna come on back on Monday and said WWE is gonna change. Now
See? Here we go. This is why people be yelling at you. This is why they be yelling at you. This is the reason why.
Oh God. Oh, funny. Shane McMahon's gonna come back and bring back Raw Underground.
This is why people be on your ass.
Cody said he want to bring back Stardust.
He said he gonna ask Ken Shamrock and Steve Blackman to come in to fill in for him.
See?
Oh God, that's funny.
Chris Jericho want to run the stable with Mark Henry, Big Show, and Christian.
Scotty Too High to go come out of retirement and challenge Caden Cross for the belt.
Anyway,
that'd be better.
I heard Dakota is gonna take the title from Raquel. Y'all all trolling, everybody trolling.
He said carry it to the car.
She must ain't gonna take nothing from nobody. She ain't do nothing.
Now I know who the Dream Girls are. I remember that movie.
Oh, you said what?
I remember that movie, The Dream Girls.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus, about to have a heart attack.
At SummerSlam, it's gonna be Shawn Michaels versus Adam Cole for the.
I'm gonna kick you out.
I can't. Okay, I'm done.
Thank you for that, Tears. I appreciate it.
Hey, girl. Hey. See, I know what happened. I ain't get the usual intro like that she always come in.
No, she got a little bit of liquor in her, so
Look,
she
everybody, it's Tears. You gotta
Jade
keep
Carl
tradition
versus
up.
Bianca Belair. Who you pick?
Bianca Belair.
Bianca.
Jade ain't got no fucking skill.
And Jade is
She got
not.
skill, but
Jade
she
is
got
not. She's
very green.
still why she's not where Bianca is.
She ain't honed her craft yet.
I don't. If it was, if Jade was where Bianca was, that'd be a hard sell for me. I wouldn't know who to pick.
But she
No, it's definitely Bianca. Jade's not up to that part yet.
Bianca's a better wrestler than her, and she just has it.
Jade just got muscle.
Also a face in a wig.
Oh God, we thank you.
Oh Jesus.
Well,
she also got some bicycle knee.
Goldberg's gonna come back and face Roman. Everybody. I can't even get it out.
That's stupid. NXT in your house is shaping up. They got the matches sitting up, so there's that.
I kind of don't, honestly. I really don't like that Fatal 5-Way. I really just wish it was a triple threat. To tell you the truth, I'm like, I don't like. It's just, I don't know. I can't see the concept of how that match is gonna go. Like seriously, because you got 4. I don't know. I can't see how the match is gonna go. Like I can't even call who's gonna win that match. That's the crazy
just
part.
Fine. I like the idea of the Fatal 5-Way. We haven't seen a Fatal 5-Way in a while. I think it's different. Yeah. They knew that they were gonna have all these guys there. They weren't using them. They threw all their asses in there. It was like, fuck it, we paying you. Get your ass in here.
You know who deserves the belt? Pete Dunne.
Why can't Karrion Kross have the title?
I'm saying he can't, but I think Pete Dunne deserves it. He's been been putting in a lot of weight for like what 3-4 years.
Pete was champion for 2 of those years.
But he wasn't NXT. Okay, he was UK NXT champion, right?
And he was featured on NXT numerous times as the champion. When they set up the brand, he moved over to NXT UK and he was wrestling over there dropped the title to Walter, and still had that match on the brand on NXT's pay-per-view. And he was still featured. Now, I'm not saying that Pete being champion is a bad thing. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that, but I don't think Pete deserves it over anybody else. Over now, everybody else on that list, the person who deserves it the least is Johnny Gargano. He doesn't.
Yeah, he don't deserve it. No, he don't need it. He
so I would put Gargano even in the picture to
He need to go. He need to go to the main roster now. To me, personally, that's what I think.
Well, I don't think he's gonna go now for sure. Like
He probably is gonna go. Yeah.
That's not happening.
Hold on, Tiff. 1 second. Yeah, you're right, and I do apologize for that. That was really uncalled for of me. Sincerely, I do apologize for that. All right, so get back to you, Tiff. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You're good.
Yeah, he do need to go to main roster. Him, and I'm waiting for Roderick Strong to pop up on SmackDown.
Oh, Jesus, what's going on?
But where's Roderick Strong going to fit?
What was that?
I said, where's Roderick Strong going to fit? Is he going to Los
Where is he gonna fit?
We can't hear you, Hiram.
You mumbling.
He can go for that. He can go for that U.S. belt.
Who?
Roderick.
Roderick Strong?
Did he resign?
From NXT, yeah.
Oh. I thought he was done. My bad. Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, at this point,
anyway, who was the U.S.
He said, "I thought he was done."
At this point, I mean, it's plausible he could be done for real.
Sheamus gonna beat his ass. Talking about the U.S. Championship, please.
Oh my God.
Sheamus is gonna beat his ass.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be Bad Bunny versus The Miz at SummerSlam in the rematch.
I don't have no problem with that because that match
neither. That actually gonna be a good match.
WrestleMania was fire.
Yo, I'm telling you, I guarantee that match. I guarantee is gonna be top contender match of the year. Watch.
And that's fine.
Because that boy was kicking ass in that match.
And
he said he moved to Florida to learn how to wrestle. I said, wow. My man moved to Florida to learn how to wrestle.
Dedication.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't got shit else to do.
But I give him that one.
I mean, he does.
I'm guessing.
I definitely give him that one.
2 and 2 had to practice that too.
In like a couple of years, I say about like 10 years or so, he gonna be a Hall of Famer. Watch just for that one match alone. Seriously, because he killed that shit. Seriously.
Tears is out. Good night, Tears.
Bye, girl. Bye.
Bye, Tears. Good night.
Cardi B is gonna be a celebrity. Yeah, she is.
Well, good for Cardi.
And
Lacey, she missing out.
I just don't want people to have a problem with it. I just don't.
We can't hear you, Hiram.
I'm on my phone.
That doesn't.
You gotta pick a poison. You can't do.
Well, I don't know what to tell you because when you speak, it sounds muffled. So, good night, buddy. Bye.
Did Cardi B confirm that? Net is a small version of a fly.
Could perform that.
Okay. Does she gotta confirm it?
Is she going to perform? If that's what you're asking, I don't know.
She gonna perform what?
I mean, no, she not.
The
song for SummerSlam is up. They did select that as the song of the theme of the summer.
They did.
It ain't my song of the summer, but that's what they picked. So
for real? Wow.
No, I mean, no, it's not the song of the summer for me. Summer just started. The fuck? Summer just started. It was like not even a month ago. It was 30 degrees outside.
Yeah. I just got done crying, y'all.
It's gonna be Cardi.
Whole weekend. Oh my God.
It's gonna be Cardi B versus Shayna Baszler. Watch.
Why are you
back
like
up from your mic? Why are you all on your mic?
Why are you like this? Why?
No, like I'm so tired. I've been going out since April. My body is tired. I just got done crying for real.
For what?
Cause we going. My cousin is coming in town for her best friend birthday. She talking about we going out Thursday night. We gonna be out all Friday. Then the barbecue is Saturday. I'm like, I'm tired. Is she gonna tell me to toughen up? I can't toughen up. My body is tired.
Well, don't go.
I can't not go.
Don, I feel like you could blame it on some first world problems.
I'm tired. I'm about
This is
to
a first world problem. Get a fucking Red Bull and go kick it with your people.
Jesus Christ. I've been kicking it with these people since April.
Well, I don't know what to tell you. Shoot.
I've been going. I didn't went to Chicago, kicked it with them. I had at least I have a weekend between these things. But I done kicked it with them. I've been going out with my cousin that stay around the corner to pick her stuff up at her house. And then my sister had prom. I had to cook that whole day, and I was tired from that. Then the next weekend,
God bless you, man.
I'm not even done yet. The next weekend, my best friend had a graduation party. I went to that. She's still like 30, 40 minutes away. And then my sister just graduated this week. Was it this week? Last week, Wednesday. And I thought this barbecue was going to be it. I said, okay, this barbecue going to be done. Now it's 3 days added to my stuff. I'm tired.
You ain't even did nothing.
My body is tired. Now I got to go smoke
Didn't do
and
shit.
That sounds like fun except for the cooking.
Man, I'm an introvert. This shit ain't fun. I'm tired.
Child, I'm an introvert too, but I mean, we've been in the house for a year. Almost going on a year and a half.
Life. Oh my God.
Your ass been begging to get out the house too. You got an opportunity.
Now I'm out and I'm tired.
Okay, so keep on moving.
I don't know how I want to be a
Get your
wrestler.
shit together. Get it together.
Cute.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
They said Goldberg gonna come back and face the Fiend.
I'm over it.
They said Undertaker.
And I'm going to.
I don't have no more comments for you.
I'm going to bed. Wait. All right, last one.
No.
Last one. wait, last one. You gonna like this? Wait.
Mute his mic.
Okay, here it is. It's gonna be Ric Flair versus Ricky Steamboat. Matched up.
I'm kicking you out. Everybody say good night to Derek. Derek's leaving.
Good night.
Yes,
Bye.
I'm kicking you out because you acted up. Go to bed.
Okay.
Go to bed. I'm not letting you back in. Go to bed.
Now
Go
that we got that
to
out the way. How long we been on here? 2 hours?
I've been like 2 hours, yeah.
Ain't no time like the present. I feel like you might take a break tomorrow. Let's talk about Dream Girls.
Okay, well, this is the chill part of the line. So if y'all don't want to be on part of that,
y'all want the intro? I'll give y'all the intro.
Hold on, let me give him a commercial break and then you can do the intro. We're gonna give everybody time. Because we finna switch out of wrestling into some ignorant stuff.
Good. That give me time to look at the lyrics. I don't know for real. Hold on.
They give you time to do what you want to do. This about 2 minutes. We're gonna be gone for 2 minutes. We'll be back.
Genetics.
Headshot. Sit down. Stand up. Pass out. Wake up. Bed it.
Genetics.
Okay, so I gave y'all a couple minutes. Everybody ready now?
Yes, are we all ready?
Sir, Donnie Boy said he gonna do an intro, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Site Design TV2 StreamYard YouTube performance.
I can't.
Every man has his own special dream,
Oh my
and your
God.
dream's about to come true.
Jesus.
Life is not as
The vocals. The vocals.
Jesus.
Open your eyes to what's in front of you.
Sing it, boy. Sing it.
We're your dream girls, boy. We make you happy.
Better lose
Yeah,
this.
yeah. We're your dream girls, boys. We're always
The
care.
vocals.
Oh,
We're
Jesus.
your dream girls. Dream girls will never leave you. No, no, no. And all you have to do is dream, baby. We'll be there.
Anyway, so Aaliyah
Don
wants to
got the
know how this
vocals.
topic and Dream Girls came up. Well, there was a post on Instagram. Well, it was actually on TikTok. And I share a lot of TikToks to my Instagram a lot. And a lot of people just sit up and watch my Instagram story because it just be a bunch of random TikToks up there. But I shared a TikTok of a Dreamgirls movie review, and they was like, Dina, which is Beyonce's character, was the actual villain in Dreamgirls, and Effie was actually the one who was did wrong, which is true, but not necessarily. I make fun of it. Dina wasn't a bad person. I just think she was just fucking naive for no reason, and she didn't see the writing on the wall. But I would have, any fool could have seen that was what was leading up to it. But anyway, me and Don always get into it because I advocate for Effie, and I feel like people really be fucking over Effie. They really did fuck Effie over in Dreamgirls. I do admit that Effie felt threatened by Dina. She knew that Curtis was trying to kind of push her out the way, but he used Effie to get to Dina. So he knew that Dina was the one that was going to catapult them into the stratosphere of popularity. So he fucked around with Effie a little bit and was like, I'll give her a little bit, that'll keep her quiet. Meanwhile, I can mold and shape Dina into what I wanted. And he all but said that towards the end of the movie when he talked about Dina. She said she was going to get another manager. He was like, the reason why I chose you to be the girl is because you weren't giving no pushback. Your voice is easily recorded. There's nothing special about you. You don't stand out. You're just the face, which is true. Because Effie wouldn't have did that shit. She'd have told him no in a heartbeat. But Dina was quiet, meek, and went along with everything he said until the end of the movie. So I always say that Dina was a villain, and she knew what she was doing. And Don says no. And we just go back and forth. And that's how this came about. Now, Don wanted to do, if we had the opportunity to recast Dreamgirls, who would we cast in the parts? Okay. And I was like, that was interesting.
So, in my other group chat, they said they would do Halle Berry as, not Halle Berry.
Bitch.
Halle Bailey as Dina.
Who is Halle Bailey?
Chloe and Halle.
Halle Bailey?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said Halle Baby. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
And they said either Amber Riley or Lizzo for Effie White.
Because they fat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it wouldn't be nothing else. I wouldn't want to see no skinny bitch in no fat suit.
I mean, I guess.
We was trying to figure out who for L'Oreal, and I said Ari Lennox and Ryan Destiny for the Michelle, and the man who played Bobby Brown, I said he could be Jimmy.
He can be who?
Jimmy Earl.
Are you talking about okay? You talking about Woody? Woody played Bobby Brown in the Bobby Brown
Yes.
You talking about him being Jimmy?
Mm-hmm.
No, I picked somebody older. But okay.
Older, well, yeah, because he was kind of old. I wouldn't know who old to cast.
Who's
I mean,
gonna play
everybody's
Jamie
old is
Foxx's
old.
character?
Who gonna play who?
Who's gonna play Curtis?
That's what I've been trying to figure out. It's been on my mind heavy.
Make it oh my god, what's his name? I can't think of his name. Make it Lucius Lyon. Let him do it. Yeah.
Come on, man. Look, Effie. Man, you just gotta sing. You just gotta sing back up for a little bit more. All right, man.
A little bit more, man.
You making a big deal out of it. It ain't that deep.
Let him do it. He easy to play a villain. He play villains well anyway.
You know, it's hard out here for a pimp. Yes. But him,
Yes,
I
Terrence
just feel like
Howard.
he's too old. What about the I always forget his name. The dude who threw them kids out the window for Colored Girls.
Michael Ealy?
Yeah, he old, but he don't look that old.
He don't.
You can flick them hairs down, put a nice wig on him.
I can see that.
Put some finger waves on that man. Ooh,
But I mean, okay, let's think.
Huh?
The parts where they have to. Can I see Lizzo sleeping like
In the bed with Michael Ealy?
Yeah, like
Yes, you can. You know she.
is that plausible for me? In
Do
real
you-
life, yeah, it is plausible because Lizzo has a great personality.
Thing is, do you really want to see it?
Oh, I don't have a problem with that. It's just I'm trying to think as to how Lizzo would portray Effie.
White? Yeah, because she's more bubbly. I guess we had to actually see her get serious. I mean, I know she can deliver on the vocal.
Yeah, singing wise and all that, you cool with. But I'm like, how would she act as Effie and playing off of Michael Ealy?
That's why they suggested Amber Riley too.
Amber Riley.
Yeah, because we know she can sing and act.
Okay, I can see Amber Riley. But what about the girl from The Orange is the New Black? Not Crazy Eyes, the other girl.
Oh, the tall one, I forgot her name.
I can't think of her name for nothing.
The one that got free, that got out.
Yeah.
Or you talking about the one who stayed in?
Hold on a
Delicious.
second.
It's Delicious and somebody. Delicious is the one that stayed in.
Delicious stayed in?
Yeah, and the other girl, I forgot her name. The other
Hold on
girl
a
got that out.
second. Let me look at the cast. Her name is Danielle Brooks. It was Tasty.
Yeah, Tasty. I said Delicious. What
about Tasty? Tasty will work in Effie.
Yeah,
I don't know if she can sing, but
she can. I heard her sing. It's kind of on the light side, but I don't know if she can blow.
I don't know, man.
That's the thing.
She went to Juilliard, bitch.
But she can act her ass off. I know that.
Damn.
And the
Well,
singing
she played Mahalia in the Mahalia Jackson story, so
okay,
she can sing.
Yeah, somebody also. I'm gonna tell you.
Mahalia Jackson is one of the queens of gospel. Ain't no way you gonna have Mahalia and she can't damn sing.
Buddy Wrestling said Viola Davis for Effie White.
What?
I said Viola old ass. He said she's not old. I said she old as hell.
She old.
To be Effie White.
She also played on Broadway for The Color Purple. Yes, she did. So Danielle can sing. I would like Danielle as Effie. Okay. Now I see Danielle and Michael Ealy playing off of each other like that.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna be like what Jennifer Hudson gave. It's gonna be a different rendition. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But I would say I had chose Ari because I listened to the way that I forgot her name. The person who played L'Oreal, this is the way she sang, and it was a lot similar to Ari Lennox. And I can feel that she will definitely fit that part perfectly. It's not too big, but it's not too small. And then you gotta have a brown skin girl because you can't have a power without that brown skin girl.
Brown skin girl.
No Ari up in there. Absolutely.
Elijah Kelly as Cece. I mean, he could sing, so I wouldn't mind Elijah Kelly as Cece. Anika Nani Rose like Princess Tiana. She was already in it. She was already in it. She was Jimmy's girlfriend. She was the third group member for the Dream Girls.
Let's see. Yeah, she was L'Oreal.
Yeah.
She already did it. She was already there.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. That's why I said that part.
He said, no, I was
Can go for
typing the
Ari.
name because Don didn't say it. No, he called her by her character name.
Yeah, I don't know these people names for real. It'd be a struggle for me. Let's see. Who else is in that damn movie? That's about it. That's about all the intricate parts. I feel like I'm missing some T's and I's.
Woo.
Well, who else would you cast and play Dina besides Holly Bailey?
Besides Halle Bailey to play Dina, that is a very tough question because I don't know anybody outside of the Baileys that I would put in that position. It would have to be somebody who necessarily hasn't sung but can sing. See, I would probably put somebody in there who don't have a name and they can make a name off of it. Somebody from Broadway or something like that. Cause I don't want nobody like Kehlani or Janae Aiko or nobody like that. I don't want nobody like that.
I mean, the light skinned girl, not the girl, Brittany O'Grady. That's her name. She can sing. She super light skinned.
Yeah, almost clear.
But she can sing. She can kind of hold the soft note down, and she can kind of push it out too.
Don, check the group chat.
Ooh. Hold on now. Some beef going on. Bride dies at altar from heart attack. Oh, Jesus.
I just want to be clear that I'm not gonna let people disrespect each other on my platform. I'm just not gonna do that. So I want to make that very clear. Because Tears is gone. Tears is out.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, hold on. Let me catch up because I got one good eye. Oh. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that was him. Not the otter.
Anyways, we can't even get this shit done.
Ciao. Well.
Okay, y'all. So y'all don't seem to be interested in this conversation.
Okay.
What do y'all want to talk about?
Hiram, did you learn anything new
No.
within the past 24 hours? Hiram, are you there? Are you listening?
I don't even know if Hiram is there. Because he's not responding.
Is your microphone on mute? I remember I have to tell my friends that a lot. Oh, he blacked out. There he is. Hello.
His mic not on mute. I don't know. Maybe he's having some technical difficulties. He said, I'm here. I don't have a lot to add. I know. That's why we're changing the subject. This is a fight me and Don just going to have in a Zoom or something. If nobody wants to talk about
It's a Dream Girls. Who the hell? What the hell is that? Oh. Are you still with us? You figured it out?
No, Quan's back, so I'll let Quan in.
Hey y'all.
Oh, you just did. That is very animated and loud. We're very much on your microphone, love.
Oh, well, I'm too loud. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's very much in the playback.
Oh, okay.
Like Andre's grandmother.
Yes.
Hey.
Stop.
Okay, you guys. I'm gonna give you my quick response on the release. I know we gotta go off topic, but this is my release. I'm gonna say this for Buddy Murphy, where I'll go wherever he goes. I've been saying this all day, and I've been saying this for Neville. That's my conclusion of the release.
Well, thank you for that soundbite. I'm so wonderfully grateful. Thank you so much.
He said, "That's my man. I'm gonna stick beside him."
He was like, I'm gonna stick beside him. I'm gonna stick beside him.
Oh, I just think, like Alexis was saying, the people they have now is just gonna get blown out. That's usually why, and they're gonna see how important it is to have a steady rotation going in. Because now this is really gonna force you to use, or at least we expect you to use everybody at this point.
Mm-hmm. And you got the good people.
Yeah.
You got the good people. Like, famo. You know, you cut the good people. You got rid of the ones who actually would have done the work. You didn't miss nothing, buddy. You didn't miss nothing.
It's just unfortunate, you know. But I'm not gonna say it's surprising, but it's not this surprising because when Tiffany told me last year that this man was here, and just the first thing he did was move all this shit to Peacock. Like that fixed anything.
What happened?
When wasn't Nick Khan the one that wanted to move this to Peacock? Get rid of the network in the USA.
I believe so.
Hold on, something's happening with my speaker. Hold on a second.
Oh no, she can't hear us.
Shut up! I'm not even on my phone. What you trying to be petty?
I wasn't even saying that. I was just kind of making a distress call.
Now what? Now what did you say?
I said, wasn't Nick Khan the one that came up with buying or letting Peacock buy the WWE network?
They shopped it around to various networks. I mean, they were going to sell it. A lot of people were interested in it. ESPN was one of the number ones who were interested in it. I don't know if it was Nick Khan specifically, but I know that he had a lot to do with the deal being facilitated and going through. So
once he did that, I kind of knew what his game plan was, because they said they bought him as kind of like a financial advisor to kind of cut expenses.
Mm-hmm.
So I already knew that, some people's gonna be cut. I ain't think it was gonna be, to this extent where they cutting people that was actually doing stuff. Not really doing nothing, but was doing something.
Or could do something.
Right.
One thing I
We
was
gonna
hoping to
start with
see. Oh, sorry, Don, for that.
You fine, go ahead.
Okay, the one thing I was hoping to see was now that we have this list, I was hoping to see Riker. With Elias and with them both disbanding, it was kind of like, oh, we're gonna somehow he's gonna somehow get like released or something. Somehow we're gonna end up getting a feud between Elias and Riker.
I'd rather Riker get released.
Everybody but the race.
Say,
I'd rather he go home.
All right, can everybody hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather he
Don't
go home
stop.
than to have a feud with Elias for what? He could have been cut right along with Santana Garrett. I don't understand why they're holding on to him, but they got rid of Buddy Murphy and Ruby Riott and Aleister Black. That doesn't make
And they
any
got rid
sense
of the
to
rest
me.
of his team too. Well, his former
Period.
team. Why are we keeping Jackson? He's not even
Yeah.
doing anything.
He's not that good of a wrestler. So my thing is like, what are you holding on to?
Maybe WWE think they see potential in him.
What potential he got? He don't do shit.
I don't know who he's in favor with, but I don't think, because that's not true either, because a lot of the higher ups don't really like him either, but somebody there likes him enough to keep his name out of that pool of people who get cut. Because in reality, what happened with the Forgotten Sons, it was his ass that should have got cut because he was the reason why they got pulled from TV in the first place. So why would you keep the person who caused the ruckus and let the other two go? That don't make no sense. Then more cuts come down the pipeline and he's still missing the cut. He's still not in it. No way. Somebody's holding him back from being a part of those cuts. Because he should have been one of the first people to go in the first one this year.
Agreed.
He should have been cut while he was in NXT.
I don't think we know much about him when he was in NXT.
He was in the Forgotten Sons doing his thing.
They was still,
he was their third man.
Because I remember watching him in TNA. And then he was just like, he's just duh. He ain't much.
He was in TNA?
Yeah, he was in TNA. He was part of the stable.
He must not have been that relevant.
He was a bodyguard. He was one of the bodyguards. He started as a bodyguard.
Same thing he did in fucking Forgotten Sons.
Same shit he doing right now.
Period.
Exactly.
Ain't nothing different. He's not.
But he did feud with Dexter Loomis. Was really cool. You actually gotta look at it and everything.
I'm not looking at shit Jackson Riker does. That's just that.
Over it.
I'm not watching. I don't care. This man saved the goddamn dog from quicksand. I'm not watching shit this man do. For what? Nothing he does faze me at all. He can save a whole family out of burning house, and I still won't get no shit. That'd be that.
Yeah.
He could have been gone. He'd been gone with the first rotten people last year. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
What
was your question, Don? What was your question about me?
Oh,
You wanted to
did
know
you
what
learn
you had
anything new in
learned.
the past 24 hours?
Tiff already answered that question.
No, you didn't.
I said I'm trying, guys. I'm still trying.
Well, during that time, you was having technical difficulties and nobody could hear anything you were saying. So, if you said something, we sure didn't know you said anything.
I did my Janet Jackson research.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I have to have that due by Friday.
And you come to the conclusion of what?
What was her first song?
Ooh, he don't know that part.
I actually don't know that either.
How you don't know it? And you gonna
Yeah,
ask him what it is?
Oh, don't do
Rude.
that. I don't know. I
yeah.
like
I'm supposed to
Jenna, and
expand
I
my
don't know her
music
first song.
time.
What happened?
I said y'all told me to expand my horizons. That's what you said.
That's what I said.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, how
And
much of her music have you listened to,
One.
nigga?
Find
we'll
your
give you
song
that.
back.
We'll
That
give you
shit was
that.
me.
No,
Just
I'm not
find your
giving you
song.
nothing because it's been 2 days and you only listen to one song. Absolutely
Who
not.
you?
What was the
Just one
song?
song?
What was the song?
All for you.
Oh, that was a good one.
Really? Out of all of the music she has,
She got nothing.
she got at
Well,
least
because that
like
was the
there's.
first.
You could do I Get Lonely.
I
Her
mean,
top songs, I Get
the
Lonely.
videos
Isn't it
alone,
funny
you
how
should have
time
listened to at least
flies?
6 of them by now.
You should have listened to So Excited.
Okay,
No,
that was fine.
I mean, damn, Rhythm Nation. I mean,
Rock
Pleasure
with
I mean,
Principle.
I have
Do
one
You
day
Mad?
left. I can listen. I have one day left, so
It literally
Wow.
takes 45 minutes. What are you doing?
Okay,
You don't be
right.
doing nothing. Are you still in school?
no.
You ain't got no excuse. You ain't doing the damn thing.
I'm watching TV.
Oh wow.
You need a break from TV.
Oh God,
You don't
you
never
think
just start watching TV and turn on some music.
child every
I haven't
day.
watched. I haven't watched TV. I haven't watched TV in a while.
So
This
you
is my
play
first
catch
time
up
actually
on
watching TV.
TV?
That's not the question that was posed. I said you don't start watching TV and turn on some music because in the middle of the day ain't shit on TV.
I do.
Trust me, I know. I'm a
I
TV
do.
connoisseur.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, even if you just sit up and just like put your TV on YouTube, if you can, you know, or if you
And
got a
just listen to
Samsung,
music.
you know, cast your phone to the TV, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, you could sit up and just watch music videos all day. And I was like, you don't even have to find her stuff on any of the apps that provide music. You can just pull it up on YouTube and watch her videos from start to finish. Even if it's just 2 or 3, you would have listened to a whole song by watching the music video.
How
That's
did
what
you
I'm
feel when
doing.
you heard the song "All for You"?
It was a song.
I can't say that I know that song.
Because a lot of music makes
You
you
ain't never
feel
heard,
good.
you don't know All For You?
I probably do. Like I
You
said,
said you would
I
listen
like
to it.
Janet. That's like I said, I like Janet. I'm not
Well,
a fan. I'm not big on Janet. So
I love that
I
song.
probably listened to the song a lot.
I
Probably didn't
I
realize
said
it.
I listened to some Janet's
It's a
music,
lot of
but I
songs I
didn't
don't
like
know
it.
for real.
That's what I said, and then they told me to listen to old Janet's music, and that's what I
Because you
did.
haven't listened to enough of it. I asked you what you listened to. You say you only heard one
You
song of
listen to the
hers.
wrong stuff.
And I said, well, you can't say you don't like somebody because you've only heard one song. I can understand it if you was like, I listened to a couple of her songs. I tried to listen to an album or two, and she just not my cup of tea. Then I'd be like, okay, well, you know, whatever. Live your best life.
That's because Janet has different time periods of music.
That's what I'm
Her
trying to
shit
tell him.
is not really the same. So if you go listen to her first album, you was like, not that first album. But when you get
The
into
first
that
album
Velvet
not
Rope
bad.
baby,
Yo,
I'm just saying, like for instance, I'm not saying like I liked it or hated it. I hadn't went that far back. But like when you get to like the Red Velvet kind of music, the Velvet Rope, baby, Janet done turned it up a whole notch.
everybody
She
likes
got
the
sexy
Velvet
on.
Rope. Personally, my favorite albums by her was Janet. I liked Rhythm Nation, and I liked Demita Joe. I did like the Velvet Rope. I like Control a lot.
Control.
Let's see what I
And
got
I
for
liked All
Janet.
For You. I thought All For You was a dope album.
I love It Doesn't Matter. There's like 11 songs on my Spotify that I love from her.
Oh, Alistair talks about his release.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, we been knew that.
I
Who
didn't know
released?
that. Alistair.
Oh yeah, that was on the list.
He was the first one to talk about his release.
Let's see. I
On
have
Twitch.
Janet. I have Would You Mind? I have Funny How Time Flies. I got Feedback.
That's the Way Love Goes is my favorite song by Janet. And then she has another one that I really love.
Okay.
I like that too.
So these are the songs that I'm planning to listen to
Like if
release
you
after
go,
this live.
the
Rhythm
first thing you want to
Nation.
do when you go look at a new artist, go through their albums and check the starred songs first. If you have Apple Music, check the starred songs first.
Those
Those are the
usually be
hits
the
that's
hits.
out.
Yeah,
Those are
those
the
are
hits.
usually the hits, and they're either hits or like
The
lead
favorite
singles off the album.
Yeah.
So
Those are the ones you want to go through. Me, I just be tapping shit.
I
I'm
just
like,
let the album play sometimes, but I get mad because I cut it off in the middle of a song.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'll cut it off in the middle of the song. It'd be like, Tip, what? I need to hear something.
What I
Leave
do
me
is I go to the
alone.
song and I go to kind of like the first, I say minute 15 seconds to get a feel of it. I'm like, okay, because the intro to the song be too long sometimes.
Now.
Sometimes the intro on the song be longer than the damn song.
Yeah, so I don't like that. What's your favorite Beyonce album? What's your favorite Rihanna album? My favorite Beyonce album.
I like the B-Day album a lot, and I like Lemonade. I thought Lemonade was a very interesting album. It was very introspective into her specifically.
Yeah, that's what I be trying to tell people. They like Lemonade just wasn't for me. I'm like, it wasn't typically
it's for her. It
was more so to get her life out there. She put her life out there, but this is more personal.
If I had to pick a favorite, yeah, it would be mine was B-Day. I love that album. That was the first Beyonce album I ever had. AJ bought it for me. So that was my favorite. But she has a lot of songs that I like, period. But that was my favorite album by her. I played the hell out of that album.
I like
I like Lemonade.
Damn, can I finish?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Wait your time. But I like Beyonce because it was more so a turning point in her life for real, to where she was doing kind of cute songs. She was still like, making songs that you can relate to, but it was still kind of on the cute side. But Beyonce transitioned over to like, I'm a whole-grown woman. I'm a full-grown woman. So yeah, I'm about to talk about me having sex, me having fun, me being heartbroken. We're going to get into all that. So that's why I like that one the most. And it was just visually pleasing for real. And
yeah, Beyonce's album was the Beyonce album I liked.
I went into the stores about that one. It was so funny. I went to the store. Me and my auntie went to the store about it. So we thought we bought the same album. I bought Explicit. This girl bought the Clean album. So she put hers in, and it started skipping over. I said, "Take that shit out." Explicit only. You have to play this game.
Okay. As far as Rihanna's discography goes, my favorite Rihanna album is Good Girl Gone Bad.
I love that.
That's my favorite album by her, but I do like Loud a lot. Loud is a close second.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my favorite album. I love that. I love those two albums specifically. Really, Good Girl Gone Bad was the first album I had by her.
That was.
I didn't really like Talk That Talk too much.
They overplayed it for me.
I didn't really like that. That was the one where she started making her music really EDM style, and it was especially that We Found Love. So I hate that damn song.
We found
Electro.
love in a hopeless place.
I hate
I
that.
love What's My Name. I love that song.
Oh,
I hate
I don't
that
know
song.
any Rihanna's albums. I just listen to music.
Well, you
Oh
gotta
shit.
research.
You
You
what?
know,
You don't know her albums?
No.
now is the perfect time to
That's
go
I'm
album by
not. I
album.
can't get on you for that because a lot of people only listen to singles. They don't listen to albums.
That's true.
So I'm not mad at you for that. I mean, that's your preference. You can listen to what you want. Um, I like. Sorry, baby, if I'm bringing you back. I didn't like the Talk That Talk album because it just wasn't. It didn't do nothing for me. I actually like Unapologetic.
That has to be my favorite.
I like Unapologetic. I thought Unapologetic was her way of just fuck the world. Like I'm gonna
Again,
put
a
out what I
turning point
want.
in her life.
I'm gonna put out what the fuck I want. Like Pull It Up was on there, and that song Love is on there, and then she got Numb with Eminem on there.
Yeah, she did her shit on that album.
Yeah, I like that album, but I don't like that song Stay. I don't like that song Stay.
You don't like that song? I love
No,
that song.
I hate that song.
That song was the most overplayed song when it first came out.
I have to agree.
Yeah, it was. That's why
I
I
don't
kind of
think
took a break from
Unapologetic
that
was her
song.
worst album. I think Talk That Talk was her worst album. I didn't like it.
Unapologetic was her best.
It was a good album.
Y'all gotta
Then
realize
you
with
had
all this current new
Anti.
page,
Pour it up, pour it up.
Anti, I
Anti
say
was a good album.
my top three has to be Unapologetic, Anti, and Rated R. Rated R is so special to me.
Rated R is one of her underrated albums, but that's because a lot of people felt like Rihanna was doing too much, and I was like, I think that's just her. They was
Yeah,
going
I
at her
felt that
neck
was her.
hard on that album.
But this is not what she usually does. It don't matter. This girl,
Is it S&M on Rated R?
S&M is allowed, I think.
Is that the red? Is that the one where she got red hair?
No, that's loud.
No, Rated R is a
Rated R is
different.
when she kind of had that.
It's got
She
Rude
cut
Boy,
her
and she had
sides off.
that edgy haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh wait, that's the one with the white background.
It's black and white.
black and white.
S&M is on her Loud album,
The white background is Unapologetic.
right?
Come on now, do y'all research?
The
Tripping.
Rated R album is when she was really edgy. She had her haircut short. She wore black lipstick on the cover. It was black and white. The Unapologetic album was in color, but the background for it was white. She was really nude from the top up, and she had her breast covered, and it was words written on her on that
Man,
cover of the
I
album.
remember. I felt. Oh my god, it seemed like it was just yesterday. I remember when she dropped that album cover, and everybody went crazy. They was like, Rihanna titties is showing. I'm like, what? They said Rihanna titties is gonna be on her album cover. Oh no! Let me see.
Not the titties.
Yes, I just remember like because she had just dropped a bunch of pictures, and it was just her half naked. It was crazy. And then when she dropped that, and then that was on top for a while. Then Beyonce just come out and then just drop her fucking album. Didn't say shit about it. Just dropped
Nope.
it. Shook everybody up. Everybody was fucked up.
I didn't like Music of the Sun. I didn't like her first album.
I
like
didn't listen to that either.
I didn't like Rihanna's first album. I didn't care.
There's only one song I like from her, that song, and that was A Girl Like Me.
Yeah, I don't know that song. I didn't get to her first album.
A Girl Like Me was an album of its own.
I mean, it was a single. It was a single song too, but it wasn't popular.
No, it wasn't on, but it wasn't on Music of the Sun. That was on her second album. That's where Unfaithful was.
Oh, I love Faithful.
SOS.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't get into Rihanna. I mean, Unfaithful and SOS was good, but that's when she was just starting out. I popped up on Rihanna when she did Good Girl Going Bad.
Right. That was when I was just like, yeah, Rihanna's that girl.
Cause she was talking her shit in Good Girl Going Bad.
Umbrella came out and I was like, oh shit. Okay.
What was it for me? Cause Mama had bought the album. So when we got to, I want to say Breaking Dishes in the basement, I said, oh shit. I said she about to fuck the game up.
Yes.
But yeah, she did her shit on that.
I love that album.
She did.
Tickle Bow was a good song.
I do not like Rihanna's first and second album, which I can understand that. And I do not like I Am Sasha Fierce by Rihanna. I'm going to have to.
I never heard that song.
It's an album.
It's an album. It's not a song.
That's when she did Single Ladies.
Sasha Fierce was one of the. I actually like I Am Sasha Fierce because it was a double-sided album, and you could kind of you could look at it. You listening to it, and when you listen to the first set of songs, and then you flip to the other set, it's like okay, she changed up the tempo on the other set of songs. The feel of the songs changed.
Yeah, that was a game changer too.
I love Ego. Got a big ego.
Like this whole album was dope. Almost every song off of this album was a hit. Diva, If I Were a Boy, Halo, Single Ladies.
My favorite song was Radio.
And I like 4 by Beyonce too. I like that album.
What is it? It was Radio and Sweet Dreams.
Sweet Dreams is a dope album.
But on
It's a
4
dope song.
was good. I think 4 has to be the most underrated for real.
It is an
We don't
underrated
talk about that.
album.
4,
I like Why Don't You Love Me off of that Sasha Fierce album. Video Phone, Diva, Hello.
This is a video phone.
Ego.
She did
If
that
I
shit
Were a
right.
Boy.
I'm a kitty girl.
The Ave Maria song is nice if you want to hear it, but
Yeah, that's not
you gotta
something
be in the mood to listen to it.
That's something you gotta get your Bible for, and light your candles.
Not your Bible.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do for that.
I'm gonna fight a man tonight.
Disappear. I
Oh
love
man, now I'm
Disappear.
dancing.
Disappear is amazing to me.
I do like some songs, but I do not like slow songs. I mean, that's fine. But I don't think that was her worst album, though. Honestly, I didn't think Dangerously in Love was all that great when it came out.
Yeah, that's something. you have
That
to
to
go
me,
back
if I
and
had
listen
to rank her albums, that one would be at the bottom for me. I liked some of it. Her lead song, Crazy in Love, was cool, but
Oh, Me, Myself, and I was really a good song.
yeah, it was good songs, but the album itself,
That's
I
something
didn't,
you have to go back and listen to too. Because it's a
I didn't
like
like
half
it.
of that album is good, but I would say that had to be like the last album you would rank though. But half
Like
of that album was good.
Dangerously in Love was the Crazy in Love, Naughty Girl, Baby Boy. She had about 4 or 5 singles off of this album, and it's cool. But the other stuff that was on here, I mean, this could have been a 5-track album, and it would have did better for me.
Like I liked the songs that you don't hear a lot. I like the song with Luther Vandross. I like that song so much. I like Be With You.
What is that? The Closer I Get to You?
Yes. The closer I get to you.
Oh my god. I remember singing that in 6th grade.
Make me feel. I love it. I love it when they did it on Rush Hour. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
like the singles on Sasha Fierce. Okay, so that's different. I can understand that.
But 4, what was on 4?
Party.
what we had. Party, Love on Top.
Love on Top, Party.
Yes,
1+1, Dance for You, End of Time, Run the World, Best Thing I Ever Had.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite albums by her too.
4 was bomb. Man, that was 2011. Jesus.
Party is the joint. I love that song.
Both of them. I wish you would have put the one with J. Cole out too.
Yeah, but I like the Andre 3000 one. I like them both.
They both did their thing. Hey, she took 2 years off. That was 2 years. 3
Yeah, that
years.
was 2 years.
3
Because remember,
years.
she was touring.
She toured in America, then she toured overseas.
And then she did that Mrs. Carter tour.
Child, she was on a lot.
And it's crazy. I'm coming up on 3 hours. When I hit 3 hours, I'm out of here. Ain't nobody gonna listen to us talk about music for an hour and a half. They gonna cut it off.
Because I love music. Music is just amazing.
Music make you feel good. Sometimes you want to hear a good old fashioned old school song, or you want to hear basically depend on your mood.
Mm-hmm. Because one day I listen to Mary J. Blige, next day I'm listening to Avril Lavigne. You never know.
Have you heard of a song called "Chick on the Side"?
By who?
By Coffee Brown.
Coffee Brown.
Coffee Brown.
Who's Coffee Brown?
Go look him up.
Oh.
Coffee Brown.
He's a music artist too. I do think you should listen to him. He might not be your brand of R&B, but he does make music. I think, but there are a lot of artists that aren't really known. And there's a guy on TikTok who give you a whole bunch of artist names. I'm gonna start sharing his TikToks too, because there's a bunch of artists I ain't even heard of, didn't even know existed. And I was like, okay. He was how I came across Giveon before that song "Heartbreak Anniversary" blew up.
And my sister kept playing Giveon.
Actually, Tiffany, has there ever been a time where you like this song but you don't know the name of the song or the artist?
Yeah.
And it takes you like years to find it. Well, the thing is, for me, there was a song that I believe I listened to when I was little, and I saw it on TV. But the thing was that it took me like so many. I think it took me like 11 years to find this song. And guess what song it was?
What was it?
You ever heard of Samantha Mabo? She sings a song. She sings a song "Gotta Tell You."
I want to say yes, but I believe she's from the UK, right?
Yeah, her song came out, I believe, in the 2000s. It came out in 2000.
It did, because she was in, after it came out, she got that movie role in that Time Machine movie. And she haven't been seeing or heard from since here in the States. After that movie came out, she didn't go nowhere. She didn't do anything. So I forgot all about her. That is, oh God. She was the definition of a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
Yeah, that song was always in my head, but there was only piece of it. And I was like, typing the lyrics and something else would like come up. So
Not Hot Tub Time Machine, Aaliyah.
Was it Hot Tub?
No, the movie is called The Time Machine. And it was about this doctor who was trying to he was trying to go back in time to save his wife who had passed away, but he ended up going too far back in time. So when he went forward, he got stuck. And he met up with Samantha Mamba in the present time that he was in, and he ended up altering time. So he had to go back, fix it, and then he left her there.
She was also in a horror movie. It was like a zombie horror movie. She was like a main character. I don't know what the movie was called, but it was a UK movie.
I don't know any other movies with Time Machine in them. My bad. It was a science fiction movie. I'm pretty sure if you Google it, it'll come up.
All you gotta do is get that Shazam button.
Now, like, my mom was notorious for buying DVDs, the $6 ones in the bin that nobody watches, or like my mom would buy shit like that, and then she would just sit up and watch movies on Saturdays while she would clean up and wash clothes. So she has that DVD downstairs right now. I hated that fucking movie. I hated it so much. I hate that movie. I hate the core. And I don't like it because my mother she always watches disaster movies where the world about to end, or some shit about to go down and all of us about to die. And it'd be stuff that could logically happen. And she not freaked out. She just sitting there. Like my mom sits and watch 2012, the what was it, The Day the Earth Stood Still. She'll watch stuff like The End of Days, Daybreak.
She like that.
You know, shit where you be trapped. Like Daybreak. I think Daybreak was the one where they was trapped in a tunnel in New York City, and they ended up having to swim to get out. I was hyperventilating watching that fucking movie. It scared the shit out of me. And then here's the cold part. After we watched the fucking movie, we had to go to North Carolina, and in North Carolina, you got to go through the goddamn tunnels to get there. I was losing my damn mind in that car with my parents. I didn't say nothing. I was in the car like this. I was about to pass out. I was terrified. All that darkness, and then the tunnels. When you get in the tunnels, you can't see the light until you get closer to the end of it. And them fucking tunnels is long. And I'm like, Jesus, please just get us through these tunnels. I'm genuinely scared of that shit. In the core, the Earth's core done got hot, and they got to go down there and blow it up so that they can almost like suit up. No, it's a bomb down there. They got to go blow the bomb up so the bomb don't destroy the core and kill millions of people, billions of people on Earth. And you watch each one of these people simultaneously die. And my mom's just sitting there like, damn, that's fucked up. I'm like, Mom, can we watch something else? No, I like this. This is a good movie. What is everything you watch people die? Everything. And heaven forbid if I should put on a movie with snakes in it. All hell gonna break loose. You can't watch Anaconda around my mother because she freaks out. You can't watch snakes on the plane. My mother refuses to watch snakes on the plane. She has an absolute fit if you put snakes on the plane on TV. I'm like,
what about spider movies?
No, I don't like spiders. Don't do that. I'll fight people. Don't do that.
What the name of that movie is?
I do fight people.
I forgot the name. It was a movie with these big ass spiders.
Arachnophobia or Eight-Legged Freaks.
It was like giant ass spiders.
Or King Kong.
It must be Eight-Legged Freaks. It had to be Eight-Legged Freaks.
Eight-Legged Freak was a good movie.
Because I just remember.
Who do you think is a mediocre actress? Tessa Thompson.
I don't know who that is.
Of course you don't. She's mostly famous for two parts. She played Valkyrie on Thor Ragnarok, and she was in the original movie Dear White People.
Oh, yeah.
I still haven't watched that show.
Well, it was a movie first. Huh?
She played his sister?
No, she played the mixed girl.
Oh.
The warrior?
You don't like her?
There ain't no warrior in Dear White People.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm talking about the Thor.
It's not that I don't like her. I mean, she's cool. But I feel like every time she plays in a movie, she plays the same character.
Yeah.
There's no difference in her characters and how she portrays them. They're the same. Same facial expressions, same inflections, same delivery. It's the same.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. She also was in that movie called When a Stranger Calls. She played one of the main characters' best friend, but she ain't died.
Oh, it was a black person that didn't die in the movie. That's nice.
That's surprising.
She only had one scene, which was her calling from a different place. But the other girlfriend died.
One scene.
No, there's two scenes. There is one when they was in class, and then there's one when she was at a party, and she was hoping her friend would come.
I'll be honest, Jennifer Lopez is a better actress than she is a singer. But to be real, there's better actresses in the world than Jennifer Lopez. But she do what she do.
She do what she do.
She do what she do.
I like her.
Jennifer Lopez is a good singer.
She was at the high ass off from Players.
Who you think you could actually fight in real life in WWE?
Not a damn soul.
Yeah.
You talk about me
No,
personally?
No,
I feel
you
like
If I
I
was
could beat up.
I can shoot anybody.
I feel like I could beat up anybody in WWE except for Bianca and Naomi. I feel like they could beat my ass. I
I
don't.
like to fight Sasha.
you don't think
I
Roman
feel like I
can?
could. I definitely could take Sasha and Bailey. I don't think Bailey can fight.
I think Bailey low key got hands
I don't think so.
and footwork. I think she got footwork for real.
Male wise, I think I could fight.
Drake
I
Maverick,
think.
You ain't right.
Leon Ruff. Nah, I blow past.
Hell
them.
yeah, I can fight.
Isaiah Swerve
Get your
Scott.
ass back.
Oh, I was
Fucking
definitely taking
mosquito.
on.
Hell yeah, I can beat up Swerve.
Johnny Gargano,
Reginald.
Johnny Gargano was
Jackson Riker.
easy.
Reginald.
Reginald ain't gonna do nothing, but Johnny ain't gonna do nothing but cry and get Candace. So
I'll beat her
who
ass
knows?
too.
I mean, I believe Candace got hands.
I can fight Casey and Lacey. I can fight both of
Okay,
them
same
together.
damn time.
Who else?
Wow.
I feel like I could beat up Bobby Lashley because he be too much of a gentleman to not fight.
He might bitch like me.
So you gonna
I
take
got
advantage of that?
You damn right I would. Don't
hit his ass with a
just because
2x4.
you chivalrous don't mean that I have to be receptive. I'll still kick your ass. If you don't want to fight me, that's cool.
You get slapped.
I'm gonna fight you. That's all that
Put that
matters.
gun in your head, boy. I'll shoot you in your fucking kneecap.
I think I can take on
Where's
Angel
you
Garza.
shooting?
I'm assuming you're meaning Shayna Baszler.
You fight straight in the baseball. Don't do
Shayna
Shayna.
Baszler, and absolutely not. I'm not fucking with a bitch that know how to break your arm in 3 places.
She
No,
can fight for real. No.
No.
I'm good on Shayna.
no, Shayna
That's
can
who I'm
kill.
gonna call to roll with me. That's who I'm gonna call.
Period.
Beat that bitch ass. Come
Would
on.
you
That's
fight
the one that
Charlotte?
you need.
I actually like Charlotte, but if me and Charlotte got into it, I'd fight her.
I'll fight Drew Gulak.
I'd fight Charlotte.
Drew Gulak will probably break your bones.
But I like Charlotte. I think Charlotte cool people.
Yeah, Charlotte cool. But you
I'll take Angel Garza. Or
I don't want to fight him. He ain't gonna do nothing but worry about his face. Shit.
He said, "Don't hit me in the face. Don't hit me in the face."
Period. One next NXT star you're hoping to see from the PC next year. One NXT star you're hoping to see from the PC next year. All the black girls and all the black dudes.
Everybody black.
Where's
All
Samoa? What's the Rock's daughter? Where's the Rock's daughter?
She's still being developed.
Simone Johnson. No.
He's training.
Simone is training just like all the other NXT hopefuls.
I thought you were about to say hoes.
All other hopefuls.
I was gonna say not the hoes.
Why I call them hoes?
You never know.
You ignorant.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Hey, it could be hoes.
I've been live for 3 hours. I'm gonna roll out. I probably will not go live tomorrow. Unless they fire some more people.
Okay. Hopefully they don't, because they ain't got nothing left.
So I'm finna go, y'all.
Yeah. You take